Okay, we'll just start with fucking Nicki Minaj.
Yes, hello, Prime Minister Boris. It's Nicki Minaj. I was just calling to tell you that I thought you were so amazing on the news this morning. And I'm actually British. I was born there. I went to university there. I went to Oxford. I went to school with Margaret Thatcher. And
Okay, I take it back. That Nicki Minaj is the queen and must be protected, especially because she's unprotected because she's a fucking anti-vaxxer.
she told me so many nice things about you. I'd love to send you my portfolio of my work, since you don't know much about me. I'm a big star in the United States.
So I don't know what the fucking latest with the Nicki Minaj drama is. All I know is that I fucking ratioed her into oblivion, and this community is like absolutely fucking insane that like we were able to do such a thing. Okay, and the barbs are coming after me a little bit, not in the way that I thought they would. If we're being real, like they haven't like they haven't like sent death threats yet. One barb found their way into my DMs. I'm gonna read you the comment. Hold on. So let's get started with that. First and foremost, okay, yesterday, for the uninitiated, okay, for those of you who are unfamiliar, Nicki Minaj had some fucking takes yesterday on the timeline that were absolutely hilarious. I mean, that ranged from like scary, terrifying, not great to hilarious. First of all, she started off with, they want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. Of course. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear the mask with 2 strings that grips your head and face, not that loose one. So I said, the world awaits your wonderful contribution to the scientific community. And I ratioed her. And like the quote retweets were, classic, like you're just calling her the N-word. Why are you saying, of typical, this guy only going after black women? She's saying that like black women are stupid, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Nicki Minaj is stupid. Okay. And also I'm stupid too, but I guess I'm a little bit smarter than the average dumbass who thinks they are going to be able to do the subsequent research, the research necessary to comprehend whether these vaccines are effective or not. You know what I mean? I'm not so dumb, despite being a fucking dumbass myself. I'm not so dumb that I'm like, I have no limitations. I can actually comprehend the fucking research that I'm looking at and not get duped into believing like outdated fucking medical information that has already been pulled from most journals because, some fucking podcaster curated this information for me and it happens to correspond to my preconceived biases about this vaccine that I'm terrified of getting. Okay, so that's the only difference. Like, I'm a fucking idiot too. Okay? But I'm the kind of idiot that knows his limitations. Unfortunately, Nicki Minaj and her fucking fan base that are like defending her are not that kind of idiot. They're the kind of idiots that think they can do the research, which is fine. Like a lot of people, we often mistake like being famous or being a politician with like intelligence and logical thinking or whatever. Like, no, like she's a musician. Like she's a celebrated, very successful musician. Okay, I like her music. Like, that's fine. But, like, don't go to her for fucking vaccine knowledge. Like, don't go to her for, getting your fucking biases protected with respect to the fucking vaccine. So, Nicki Minaj, of course, continued with hilarious shit. Okay? Like, she did like a bunch of hilarious stuff. Okay, hold on. Let's find. So the best part about the Nicki Minaj shit was like, she's dunking on all the right people. Like she's like shitting on Joanne Reed. She's shitting on Piers Morgan. She's shitting on Boris Johnson. So like, I love that. Okay. So I'm a fucking barb at heart, I guess. You understand? Like, I'm with the shit. It's just that I would wish for her to, I don't know, promote a fucking more positive message, a better message to her fan base, who she clearly cares about, which is, you know, get fucking vaccinated, dumbasses. All right. So I like what she's doing. Like, don't get me wrong. She didn't come after me. I don't know why, which probably is a good thing. Okay. God damn, she tweets a lot. Where is the fucking tweet about the ball sack, dude? Oh my God. Okay. Oh, so here it is. She goes, this is the best tweet I've ever seen. Okay. My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. Now, what is hilarious about this certified classic, this absolute fucking banger, is that it's very obvious that Nicki Minaj's cousin, in full confidence, was informed by their friend that their ball sack was swollen and they were impotent, most likely because they got a fucking STI, okay? And then they blamed it on COVID, and that's fine, okay? Listen, everybody knows men don't cheat, okay? This is a boys only podcast. You know this, a boys only broadcast. Men don't cheat, so it must have been the COVID vaccine. I'm an anti-vaxxer now. That's right. That's right, dude. Damn straight. So, you know, get it right. I mean, it's fucking hilarious, dude. This is a hilarious situation. Like, and it perfectly captures, like, the idiocy that is rooted within the anti-vax movement, okay? Like, it perfectly shows, like, how fucking idiotic it is when you're an anti-vaxxer. Like, this is the type of shit that you believe in. This is the type of shit that you fucking latch onto. Okay, dudes rock. Men don't cheat. He definitely did not get the ball sack thing because of STIs or anything like that. And he definitely only got it because of the COVID vaccine. So then everyone's like shitting on her, obviously, including myself. I want to show you guys one of the barbs that sent me a message. I'm going to read it out loud to you. I mean, this was fire. Okay, hold up. One of the barbs got to me in my DMs. They found my fucking Instagram, I guess, and said, shut the fuck up. You really think you can go through the barbs as if we won't eat your entire career up? Don't get too brave now. The only reason you have any sort of audience is because you used to be hot. Now you're a fat, ugly guy who's aging at the speed of white. The clock's ticking and you're damn near 40. You literally are in the middle of your lifespan and you're as self-conscious and ill-tempered as a teenage boy. Now, what I find remarkable about this this commentary is that, I mean, there's a couple different things. Okay, first of all, the speed of white, excellent diss. Aging at the speed of white is absolute fucking rolled, smoked, cumstered. But, you know, I wanted to understand, like he's saying, first of all, I'm 30 years old. I just turned 30 last 2 months ago now. Okay. Why is a fucking Nicki Minaj fan talking about how I'm fucking rapidly reaching 40? Dog, you're a fucking Nicki Minaj fan. She's literally about to be 40. Like, what a strange diss to be like, dude, you're fucking fat, you're ugly, like, you know, you're about to be 40. You know, like, Nicki Minaj is actually rapidly approaching 40. Okay? The anger part also implies they watched you before, too. So, you know, if I was a fucking barb, I wouldn't be using that as a diss. That's an interesting choice to use as a diss. Okay? Yeah, you're white, Nicki, don't age. Yeah, totally, dude. Yeah. Listen, motherfuckers, if I put that much fucking makeup on, I would look like I was 14 too, okay? Like, give me a goddamn break a little bit. Talk to me when you see Nicki Minaj without fucking makeup on, and then we'll have a conversation about how old she looks like, okay? Jesus Christ, like, she's a fucking celebrity. God damn. Now, what I also found really interesting about Nicki Minaj talking about, you know, doing her own research with the vaccine, and I'm a fucking barb. Like, I'm gonna repeat this one more time. I am a fucking barb, and I'm not saying that because, like, I don't want the wrath of the barbs to fucking murder me. Like, you will be joining a you know, very concerned effort with, like, a bunch of Nazis that want to already fucking do this shit every goddamn day and try to do this shit every goddamn day. So, like, welcome, barbs, to the Nazi movement, I guess. Barb's are Nicki Minaj's fan base. So I just wanted to show one more thing, right? Because like Nicki Minaj is like, I'm doing my own research. I'm doing my own fucking research. You know, I obviously like, you know, she's trying to do her own research, but it's like, yeah, but you literally have butt injections, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit is way more fucking dangerous, dude. It is so much more dangerous than anything else. So she researched them though. Anyway, I just like I said, I personally don't even care. Like, I don't care if you're getting butt injections. I don't care if you're doing BBLs. Okay, BBL Drake, you know, boy lover arc, whatever. Fucking lover boy, certified lover boy arc, you know, BBL Drake, BBL Nicki Minaj. Everybody's getting BBLs. Who cares? Okay? I don't care. Like, you know, I'm an advocate for, you know, safely injecting steroids if you want to fucking do that too. I think it's whatever, right? Like, don't fucking go around and shit on a vaccine that's been, like, you know, researched by actual scientists. And then you're doing your research on the toilet, looking at fucking Facebook memes, you know? So, sorry, it's like, not cool. Anyway, but then she is roasting the fuck out of people, and she's doing a great job with that. You know, she loves tweeting. Holy shit. I love the personal diss against the entirety of the UK. You know this already. I'm a big fan. I am personally a big fan of making fun of the Oi bros, right? Like, that's me. I love doing that. Okay? And then apparently Joyanne Reed came into the combo.
People like Nicki Minaj, I have to say this. You have a platform, sister, that is 22 million followers. Okay, I have 2 million followers. You have 22 million followers on Twitter. For you to use your platform to encourage our community to not protect themselves and save their lives, my God, sister, you could do better than that. You got that platform. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you got that people listen to you, and they listen to you more than they listen to me. For you to use your platform to put people in the position of dying from a disease they don't have to die from, oh my God. As a fan, as a hip hop fan, as somebody who was your fan, I'm so sad that you did that. So sad that you did that, sister. Oh my God. And
for the record, like, the comment about makeup is that, like, I have no fucking issues with people that put on makeup, okay? It's just ridiculous that, like, people's fans are, you know, turning around in my fucking chat and being like, oh my God, like, well, Nicki Minaj looks like she's, you know, 25, even though she's 38, and you're fucking old and pasty. It's like, okay, well, if I fucking caked up, I would also probably look a lot younger than I actually am. You know what I mean? Anyway, so,
like Nicki,
like, ridiculous, you know? Don't fucking throw stones from a glass house. So Nikki said, this is what happens when you're so thirsty to down another black woman by the request of the white man that you didn't bother to read all my tweets. My God, sister, do better. Imagine getting your dumb ass on a TV a minute after a tweet to spread false narrative about a black woman. It's pretty good. Nikki clearly stated she recommends people to get the vaccine. I know, babe, a lot of countries won't let people work without the vaccine. I definitely recommend they get the vaccine. They have to feed their families. I'm sure I'll be vaccinated as well because I have to go on tour, etc. Okay, good. Vaccine mandates work. Oh, she's doing that thing where she's like, please show me where I said I'm worried about anything. Yes, I'm glad you guys got to see how the media really works. I'll have them contacted along with others. Like, that's bullshit. You literally posted the fucking ballsack thing because you were worried. Like, why? Dude, this stuff sucks so bad. This stuff is so whack. Like, obviously the media is fucking clickbaiting, but like, you didn't just post the ballsack thing for no reason. You posted it because you were like worried about the potential side effects of the vaccine, and that's why you want to do your own research and shit. This is a backtrack. Two white men sitting there nodding their heads because this Uncle Tomiana doing the work. Child, how sad. Tomiana purposely chooses to ignore these tweets and others. I wonder why. 3 lies in a row from huge news platforms. I cited my young child as why I didn't want to travel, but notice how none of them mentioned that. Ask yourself why that was. I mean, I don't understand. Like, why do people backtrack like this, dude? Just say it with your chest, dude. You're fucking anti-vaxxer, okay? Unless like she was like, I'm doing my own research, and I just did my own research, and that shit is fucking dope. Yo, the vaccine is fucking sick, okay? Hey guys, hey Barbs, I just did my own research. I conducted it. Okay. Shit is fucking fire. Get the vaccine. It's fucking sick, dude. I love it. Okay. That's what she should be doing if she's doing her own research. This vaccine is bussin'. A lying homophobic C word. I guess I can join the reindeer games too, right? People can go on TV and lie on me and I can report on them too, right? Doesn't have to be truth. It can be half truths. Uncle Tamiana asked, who on earth would trust the US FDA? Oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh, she's doing the fucking conservative. This is a conservative ass line of attack. It's over. She's mad. We've lost the barbs. It's done. I suspect that the barbs are coming out in full force. They're fucking Tucker Carlson stands now. I mean, this is a straight up like she's mad, nude, and posting on the timeline. Yeah, when you do this, it's like it's a wrap. And I don't like Joanne Reed. I like Nicki Minaj. I like Nicki Minaj a lot more than I like Joanne Reed. Okay, let's be real. She fucking hates Bernie Sanders. She has routinely used her platform to fucking shit on Bernie Sanders, shit on any sort of like progressive momentum. Absolutely terrible person overall. Not a fan. Okay, not a fan. Nicki Minaj, on the other hand, great. Great musician. You know, I like the videos. I like the music. Good for her. So I'm on board with like her shitting on fucking Boris Johnson and like Joanne Reed and stuff. I wish that you know, she wouldn't go like fucking full blown anti-vaxxer on this arc. You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys remember when Joanne Reed had like a bunch of homophobic blog posts and then claimed that she got hacked? That was pretty funny. Anyway, Nicki Minaj is bringing that back up. So like, you know, respect. Okay, I see you, Nicki Minaj. That's eat shit you. Oh, she's throwing it down for Meghan McCain too. That's entirely enough for the internet for today. Ooh, oh my God, she is shitting on all the best people. Oh, this is so good. I love him, even though I guess this was a diss. That accent, ugh, yes, boo.
And I'm just on that, Steve. I'm not familiar with the works of, or not as familiar with the works of Nicki Minaj as I probably should be. But I am familiar with Nikki Kanani, superstar GP of Bexley, who's appeared many times on before you, who will tell you that vaccines are wonderful and everybody should get them. So I prefer to listen to.
Oh, Prof, I'm not very familiar with Nicki Minaj. Not very familiar with the work, of course. Indubitably. Oh shit! What is Charlemagne the God say?
Vaccine. Like she spoke on why she has vaccine hesitancy, but she also in the very next tweet said she will probably get vaccinated to go on tour. Like Joy could have used that moment on her show to correct Nicki on whatever misinformation she put out, and she could have said Nicki Minaj is encouraging people to do their research about the vaccine. Nicki put up a poll asking what's the best vaccine. Nicki said Drake is vaccinated and she's going to get vaccinated.
Okay, but Nicki Minaj didn't just say Drake is vaccinated. Nicki Minaj said Drake is vaccinated and he got fucking sick too. So who gives a fuck? He got the same symptoms. That's fucking, look. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. There are a lot of people like Nicki Minaj out there, okay, that are still hesitant, that are still worried. That's one thing. But like, let's be straight here. Like, let's be honest. Like that, she was posting on the timeline a lot of fucking bullshit that like, you know, gets people going with the anti-vax stuff, that contributes to the culture war that this vaccination campaign has turned into. And it's not an accident that America was #1 in vaccinated population when the vaccines were first being rolled out as a consequence of like us buying out most of the fucking vaccines, right? And now we've gotten to a point where all of the fucking OECD nations have passed us. Okay, Brianna Nicole, thank you for the 17-1 gift subs. All of the OECD nations have passed us. Every single one. Canada is destroying us. Like, think about that. We're losing to fucking Canada. So anyone responsible with their fucking platform should, you know, urge their following to get vaccinated. And if they're like massively fucking skeptical of the vaccine, like, just shut the fuck up. Just keep it to yourself. Okay? Just literally just, I'm begging you, just if you're a fucking vaccine hesitant celebrity or whatever, just shut the fuck up. Keep it to yourself. Talk to a fucking doctor. Don't look for like one fucking doctor that will maybe tell you, like, don't go to the chiropractor who tells you like, oh yeah, don't take the vaccine. Okay?
to go on tour. So if Drake is vaccinated and Nicki wants to get vaccinated, why aren't you?
So Nicki Minaj responded to Joy Ann Reid. She said, "This is what happens when you're so thirsty to down another black woman by the request of the white man that you didn't bother to read all my tweets. My God, sister, do better. Imagine getting your dumbass on TV a minute after a tweet to spread a false narrative about a black woman." And then somebody said, "Nick shouldn't even have to say or explain anything. It's literally in her tweets. All you got to do is read. It's that simple." She said, "Why would they bother to read when the lie is so juicy and provocative and got her dumbass on TV? They got someone with black skin for a reason. They always use us against."
Either say what I want you to say or don't say anything nice, dude. Yeah, you fucking idiot. Do we not agree that, like, vaccinations are good? Huh? Do we disagree with that? You agree or disagree with the factually correct statement that 99% of those who are dying in the hospitals right now are unvaccinated? They're dying of COVID and they're unvaccinated. 99%. Like, it's not 99. It's like a little bit lower now, but still, it's like an insane, overwhelming majority of people that are dying in hospitals of COVID are unvaccinated. It was 100% last year when there was no vaccines, and now it's like 90%. So, do you agree with that factually correct statement, or are you a fucking delusional baboon moron? Like, I don't understand. Do you agree with the factually correct statement, or are you a fucking idiot? And that's precisely why I'm saying, like, shut the fuck up if you're gonna, unless you're gonna look like a absolute dumbass on the timeline. You are 11 times more likely to get fucking killed after getting COVID if you are unvaccinated. And motherfuckers are still like, what a lib take. Yeah, dude, everything is liberalism versus conservatism versus fucking revolutionary leftism. Yeah, I know, dude. It's actually leftist to be like, we shouldn't have a mass vaccination campaign that's free and for everyone to fucking use. It's actually, you know, it's so strange when, you know, you supposed leftists, you revolutionary leftists turn into fucking conservative hogs, dude. My God.
Us. And
I mean, yeah, I mean, it could have been a real teachable moment. Instead, it turned into the verses that we don't need. Like, I really hate how we live in this era where everything has to be a versus. Like, if you see someone might have some misinformation, school them. And when you have a platform, it can control a narrative, put the narrative out there that you want. Because this could have been a moment to encourage folks to get the vaccine, because the biggest rapper in the world, Drake, is vaccinated. And Nicki said she wants to get vaccinated. Like, why not focus on that?
Dude, that is an incredibly charitable way to fucking, you know. That is an insanely charitable way to read. What an interpretation of Nicki Minaj's like string of tweets that were completely fucking unprompted and like I mean, dude, I say Charlemagne is such a fraud, dude. He literally fucking, bro. You're talking to someone who was a fan of absolutely the worst people in the Democratic primaries. He went from Pete Buttigieg to fucking Mike Bloomberg. Okay, my man literally was just like. I mean, he hopped off Pete Buttigieg to go to Mike Bloomberg, like the absolute worst people, dude. Or was it the other way around? So, yeah, like, not exact. I mean, he's entertaining. Not exactly the fucking best person to go to when it comes to, like, parsing through this shit. Didn't we tell you to stay out of black people business? We warned you, fam. I mean, dude, listen, dude, listen. If a black celebrity, a prominent black activist or a black celebrity was also anti-Medicare for all, I would 1000% be in the business, okay? That is my business. My business is advocating for, you know, better public health measures. I'm sorry. They're entering my business. So we're here now, okay? And I know what's going to happen. Like, I know. It's going to be a fucking... It's going to turn into like it always does. It's going to turn into like, dude, you're being fucking racist. You're racist. You're attacking a black woman. You're racist. You never attack white people like this. It's like, no, I don't. Oh, you're fucking wrong, dude. Okay. Welcome to my broadcast. It's white genocide every day here. Okay. So shut the fuck up. If you don't know, then shut the fuck up. And there are black people's business that I do not enter on purpose. Okay. But when, like, fucking Jim Clyburn comes out of the goddamn crypt to say, like, we're not going to go forward with a $3.5 trillion spending package, that's no longer black people's business. That's my business, too. Okay? So I'm going to shit on Jim Clyburn all day, every day. Sorry. You're becoming a liberal Oh, shut up, dude. Ugh. I don't care. 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 Please. Like, this is not like a valid fucking retort. You're becoming a liberal. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. Yeah, it's liberalism when you fucking... Nah, you're definitely kind of racist, lol. Oh, I want to fucking die, dude. Seethe harder cracker. Says cracker but calls you racist. Okay, everybody, shut the fuck up. Okay? Don't fucking do that whiny, fragile white bullshit in here. Like, oh, he says cracker but called you racist. Yeah, like, okay, dude. You really think the cracker is a manifestation of a racist take? Just shut up. Shut up. God damn, dude. Like, holy shit. Be normal for a second, okay? Like, if you're the type of person who gets, like, butthurt when you hear someone say cracker, then, honestly, like, this is not a safe space for you. I'm gonna let you know. And for the record, like, I've talked about this a million times over. Like, this is a common thing that Stan Twitter does when their favorite celebrity or their favorite artist is black or Korean or, like, from a marginalized background. They immediately fucking do the Candace Owens defense, which is like, oh, dude, you're attacking this person because they're black. Like, no, I'm attacking them because they're fucking hog-like conservative attitudes towards a vaccine. That's it. Like, shut the fuck up. And you know that. So, anyway. Why even say cracker, though? Is it necessary? It doesn't matter. It is not a fucking... The etymology of the word cracker, I've talked about this a million times over, still gives power to the white person in that circumstance, okay? There was no, like, historical oppression attached to being a cracker. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Every time we have this conversation, every fucking time. Holy shit. You wouldn't attack them if they were rich and white? Okay, I'm banning the fucking dumbasses. I famously defend rich whites, as you know, on this broadcast. What was that thing that I said about a rich white fucking Purple Heart Navy SEAL congressperson? That is the reason why every fucking Nazi in this country and most Republicans want to murder me. What did I say? I mean, anyway, I can't repeat it because I'll fucking get banned again. But pretty sure this notion that I, like, you know, hold back on rich white people is a silly one. Why do so much of your subscribers end up cracking at some point and shout out the worst opinions? You're doing good work on the stream. I don't know why they hate. That person, that 9-1 subscriber, doesn't believe the things that got him permanently banned. He 100% was just, like, acting out because he wanted to just, like, get my attention. That's what I mean. When I say, like, 9-month subscribers, when they fucking do stuff like that, they're literally just doing it for attention. It's the same as going goo goo gaga, like, I need my bib.
Posted an old post from Joyanne Reed, and she said, a lying homophobic coon. I guess I can join in the reindeer games too. People can go on TV and lie on me. I can report on them too, right? Doesn't have to be truth. It can be half truth. Uncle Tamiana asked, who on earth would
Uncle Tamiana is pretty funny as far as, like, terminology goes.
FDA guys. And the post from Joyanne Reed said, I mean, will anyone ever fully trust the CDC government again? And who on God's earth would trust a vaccine approved by the FDA? How do we get a vaccine distributed after this broken Trumpist nonsense has infected everything, even if Biden wins?
And that's why you got to have more grace, because just some months ago, that's how she felt. And there's still some people who feel like that. So why not use these moments to teach instead of bashing?
Uncle Tamiana. To be fair, I was joking because we always talk about Twitter saying you need to stay out of black folks' business. Not sure why chatters feel the need to take that personally. No, the other person was, like, fucking memeing too. No, it's the... Listen. Do I touch on some of the black people's business? No. Okay. I am respectful. There is a line. Okay. There is a line that I don't get into. One, because I recognize that I have a overwhelmingly white audience. Like, you don't see me fucking constantly talking about, like, buck breaking and shit like that, okay? I'm fascinated by it personally. I'm watching it from afar. Like, I like to see what's going on there. I dip my toes in it every now and then. But I'm not going to fucking talk about it on the broadcast because I don't want people to also feel as comfortable as sometimes I do when I'm talking about certain things, because I feel like that creates an environment where, like, people that don't know where you're coming from, like... where many people know where I'm coming from with a lot of the things I talk about, because I have a literal fucking well-documented past history of trying to combat racism. and white supremacist systems. But most people don't know where you're coming from. So if you fucking turn around and, you know, so you say some shit, people are going to think you're being racist. So, you know, don't repeat some of the things that I talk about. Or in a lot of instances, I just like don't personally, even if I'm interested in it myself, I don't personally talk about it that much, because I think that, you know, I feel like people are going to also get really comfortable. But as far as like black people being a part of the working class, black people's business is working class business, and it's my business. So, you know, you get shit on for looking at Nation of Islam Hotep shit. That's insane to me. I mean, it's a manifestation of another form of conservatism. Okay. So of course I am fascinated by it, and I do look at it, and I do, like, you know, talk about it, but I completely agree with you. But you don't know how suspicious Caribbean are of white doctors. It's not just wax, it's meds and news and everything. My grandfather wouldn't take his heart meds. He would rather take traditional meds. My aunt doesn't want to take her cancer meds. She wants to take turmeric because it's from back home. It's hard to break that pattern. I argue with them every day. Yeah. I personally don't know. Like, I don't have enough personal experience in, like, you know, combating that kind of misinformation. Fox News is 90+% vaccination. Fox Corporation HR chief Kevin Lord just sent out a memo to staff saying 90% of full-time employees reported that they're fully vaccinated after a company mandated everyone report their vaccination status. Lord says they will soon introduce daily COVID testing for the unvaccinated. Oh my fucking God, dude. Of course. Lol, I'm black and I've never heard of butt breaking. No, it's not butt breaking. It's buck breaking. Buck. Anyway. So, what's that? I'm black. I don't know either. Okay. I don't want to get into it. Okay. Remember when I said, stop. I'm stopping myself. Not your average African is correct. I am not going to get into this conversation. Just look it up on your own time. Okay. It's a historic thing that is now being used to claim that, like, you know, there's an effort within Hollywood to make black men less masculine. Okay. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. And the second part, the contemporary analysis, is untrue and fucking psychotic and conservative and all that sort of stuff. Okay. Far too Yacubian to engage in this conversation. Okay. I am a child of Yaqub. The Nicki Minaj story. Let me just finish it up real quick. Sorry. We were talking about Nicki Minaj and then we got to, like, so many different places. So, you know, I wish Nicki Minaj the best. I hope that she will get vaccinated. I'm sorry that I ratioed her. You know, I apologize to the Barbs. Please don't fucking destroy me. I am a fan of Nicki Minaj. Okay. Like, I don't care. I just don't, you know, I wish that she would not spread idiotic misinformation on the timeline. I'm also very proud of this community for being able to literally fucking ratio one of the most, like, active celebrities on Twitter with some of the most, like, rabid fans. So kind of wild that happened. You scared to speak your opinion to certain groups of people, bitch? No, I'm fucking not. I'm literally not. But there's, like, Umar and Tarek are absolutely nuts with this hypermasculine nonsense. Yeah. So, how do you know so much shit like this if you don't read anymore? Because I do keep reading. So let's get to let's finish the Nicki Minaj stuff by, you know, showing Tucker Carlson is now a part of the Barbs, so there's that.
He added this. She said that her...
I'm a Barbie bee, he said. Tucker Carlson, WASP nationalist Tucker Carlson.
Cousin in Trinidad, quote, won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now that girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. Which seems sensible. Big reaction to this. We'll report on that tomorrow.
We'll report on Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend in Trinidad and his ball sack tomorrow. What a way to fucking end that broadcast. So, you know, shit's popping off. I'm surprised they haven't actually found the cousin's friend yet in Trinidad. Like, how the fuck have you not found it? Like, how have they not found the cousin and his ball sack? You know what I mean? Okay. All right, let's get to the fucking Met Gala, boys. So, yesterday, the Met Gala happened, and there was some friendly faces there. Okay, some friends of the show were there. And one of the friends of the show that was at the Met Gala that was invited there was Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Now, obviously, this immediately drew the ire of every Republican on the planet. People were losing their fucking minds over AOC attending the Met Gala. She not only attended the Met Gala, but she also attended wearing a dress that the designer who invited her had made for her. Okay? Now, there was a lot of leftists who also lost their fucking minds. I would go so far as say the overwhelming majority of leftists, including those who I have a lot of respect for. Now, I understand why a lot of people were upset, and I personally also think that it was a bad PR move, and I'm actually unironically shocked that she chose to take this action, considering that, you know, like, she has a fucking entire team of people next to her. How did they not realize, like, the way that this was going to look? And I mean, look, people are fucking clowning on me by proxy, as always. I mean, I wore this fucking shirt. I wore this shirt like in 2015 or some shit. I don't remember when. It was like an old ass shirt that my friend had designed, and everyone was fucking shitting on me nonstop for it. They were clowning on me for like the past 2 weeks. And basically what AOC did was wear that shirt, but like to the Met Gala. Okay. So she wore this design as a tax the rich, and here is what I think was not great about it. Okay, are you guys ready? Some people actually thought you were there. Yeah, I know. I mean, you were broke in 2015 though. Yeah, I mean, well, AOC is not exactly fucking incredibly wealthy right now either. She's like 3 years removed from being a fucking bartender, and now she makes $170,000 a year in Congress, but that's it. Like, here's a tweet calling her performative you can put up while talking about her. And yeah, it is performative activism. Now, here's how I feel about this, okay? So, first and foremost, every single person shitting on her for going to the Met Gala, including all the leftists, including all the right-wingers, like, they would love to go to the Met Gala. Why the fuck would you not want to go to the Met Gala? Are you kidding me? When you go to the fucking Met Gala, you're not hanging out with, like, dumb fucking hedge fund managers or whatever the fuck. You're hanging out with some of the coolest people on the planet. Like, anyone that literally says that they would not, if invited, go to the Met Gala, I'm not taking you seriously. I'm sorry. Like, people who are saying wrong in my chat, you would literally love to fucking meet me, and I'm an idiot, okay? I am nothing. I'm just a fucking random e-celeb. You're really gonna pass on the opportunity of fucking, like, standing shoulder to shoulder with, like, Frank Ocean and shit? Get the fuck out of here. You're a psycho. You guys all stan celebrities. Like, you do. You do. And the reason why you do is because a lot of those fucking people are dope, okay? They're incredibly talented artists. Like, you're ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. These are the same fucking people that say stuff like Vince Staples would actually be a leftist. Like, he has more radicalization potential than Hassan Piker. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. We always have a different set of standards for people that we personally love, okay? And if they're outside of the realm of politics, then yeah. Then you know, they even say something like tax the rich, they're like, oh, based, fucking based. But if they turn around and they become like public figures like myself, then of course the standard is increased. When you're not only just a public figure, but also a public servant or also a politician, then that's an entirely different level of standards that you have to abide by. So what I'm shocked by AOC's team, which no longer has as many like radical people in its ranks, still though, plenty of them, but not as many as before. is that not a single person was like, damn, like this is, you know, this will probably be a bad look, especially in the way that she did it. Now, for me personally, like AOC does a lot of good work, man. She really does. Okay. I know that people get fucking super mad. A lot of leftists and or Democrats that are praising AOC for spending $30K to attend this ball for rich people, but trying to use her platform to push a semi-socialist ideal of taxing the rich. We're sending death threats to Hassan for buying a house mere weeks ago. I mean, not necessarily. I think that the people that are shitting on AOC were shitting on me too. So she didn't buy a $30,000 ticket. She obviously fucking doesn't have that kind of money anyway. Like, she got invited by a designer. That's how the Met Gala works. Okay. The way the Met Gala works is you are gifted a ticket if a designer chooses you to showcase their work. That's how all these fucking celebrities go. Obviously, like, celebrities don't pay for anything. Come on. Now, I think that it would have been better off if she, like, didn't wear a fucking tax the rich dress, but, like, wore a normal thing, whatever, and then turned around and utilized the opportunity that she had in front of the cameras to put out a message that showcased the income disparity and the wealth disparity that exists in America right now, which is worse off than the fucking Gilded Age. Okay? And that the Met Gala is a perfect demonstration of that gluttonous, over-the-top fucking, over-the-top expression, this demonstration of wealth. It's the worst fucking kind of idol worship that we see that completely sedates the fucking masses. Okay? And that, like, utilizing the opportunity that she had in front of fucking cameras to make a statement about that and be like, look, I came here, okay? I'm a fucking congressperson in New York. This wonderful designer wanted me to come with them. And obviously, like, I mean, fuck, I'm gonna meet some fucking cool ass people. Like, yeah, of course I'm gonna go. I was a fucking bartender 3 years ago. Obviously, I'm gonna fucking go to this shit. What are you, crazy? But also, let's not forget that there are Black Lives Matter protesters outside right now that are getting their fucking heads caved in by a brutal occupying force in the form of the New York Police Department. And we're over here, you know, sipping on fucking cocktails. And that disparity and that contradiction exists within the way our society is formed. And we are not doing a single fucking thing about it. So I'm here to tell you that this is completely unacceptable. Okay? Addresses the statement, dumbass. Yeah, it's not a fucking threatening statement. That's the point. It is neutering a statement that is supposed to be a threat, but it's not a threat. And that's the reality. And that's why I think a lot of people are upset. Okay? A lot of people are upset because a lot of people assume that, you know, AOC came in and she was going to be like a revolutionary socialist or some shit. Like, I never had those kinds of assumptions. Okay? I never had those kinds of assumptions from her. I think she is a great politician overall. And I think that there is utility to her being a media darling. Okay? Because that, as long as she maintains her values, as long as she continues to advocate for the policies and try to write legislation that is, albeit marginally, still bettering the living conditions, the material conditions of working class Americans, then I'm totally fine. I don't give a fuck if she goes to the goddamn Met Gala. Okay? I don't care. But AOC wearing a tax the rich gown is not a threat. So people like lefties that see her at this event, this gala, which is like the perfect demonstration, like I said, of wealth hoarding, gluttony, tax evasion even, you know what I mean? Like, where rich people are just like funding the arts program for other rich people for the most part in an effort to, like, you know, shelter some of their assets. Like, going to the heart of that and wearing a tax the rich gown is not necessarily a threatening stance that will bring the fucking fight back. So I think that leftist figures should be cool. There is actually a lot of good that comes out of, like, making the left seem more marketable and cool. I'm sorry, I don't agree with the fucking dumbasses with their fucking 3-person Patreons that are failing to fucking launch their own personal socialist project off the ground, that literally would, you know, that are just like, I'm maintaining my principles by being this way. No, like, you're just unlikable, okay? You're an ideological purist. You're unlikable. and you are coming across like a fucking woke scold all the goddamn time when you fucking take down and tear down shit that most people appreciate and enjoy. Okay? But having said that, I totally understand why this was a fucking bad look. And it would have been better if it was more honest. Okay? It would have been better if it was more honest. Like, AOC should have been like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go fucking hang out with celebrities. Are you kidding me? But also, this event is fucking dog shit for the most part. But you don't do that if you want to get invited again. If you don't do that if you want to be in those circles. And I think a lot of people see that and sense that and get upset at that. Okay? A lot of people see that and they get upset at that. They think to themselves like, oh, she's selling out. Okay? To the average person who's not watching me all the fucking time, okay? To the average person, ultimately, this looks like yet another, classic socialist, but like wearing a tax the rich gown at a $30,000 a fucking plate gala, okay? And unfortunately, that is precisely how liberals will weaponize it against AOC and against progressives. And unfortunately, that's how fucking the right will weaponize it. Think about it this way. I bought a house so that I could have a place to live with my fucking family. And motherfuckers were up my asshole, okay? Like, no shit. Now, there is another side to this. Which is she does get a lot of good clout from liberals for doing this. This is the exact same kind of like appropriate and within the confines of what is acceptable by neoliberals type advocacy. So when she does that, when she wears a tax the rich shirt, a lot of liberals will look at that and go, wow, that's a wonderful act of protest. Okay? So the liberal wine moms are going to appreciate that. So there's at least that side of it, which I understand as well. Like, I get that. She's like getting clout from the same circles, the same like media circuit that allows her still like positive coverage. And the unfortunate reality is that, Bernie Sanders will never have that. He will never have that. Neither will Corbyn. Neither will people who fucking defend things that are completely outside of mainstream thought that are considered to be indefensible. You keep saying she does all these wonderful things. What has AOC done to further even a social democratic platform in Congress besides aesthetics? Okay, that's actually a great question. And I will bring this up right now. So AOC as a presence in Congress is already a force for good, considering that there are other people, just like how Bernie Sanders got AOC and the squad involved in politics. AOC's continued efforts within the Congress, one, creates another fucking group of like younger people that want to, that feel like they can also have a say. Okay. So that's one. But when it comes down to legislation, when it comes down to legislative agenda, AOC and the Progressive Caucus right now are holding fucking strong in the $3.5 trillion bipartisan package. And Nancy Pelosi is forced to fucking listen to them because there's 42 Democrats that are in the House of Representatives that are literally stopping moderate Democrats like Joe Manchin from having their fucking say. And that's precisely how we, unlike ever before, have a fucking opportunity to pass this massive and very much needed infrastructure package. So that's huge. AOC is currently working like a fucking Bernie Sanders soldier, okay? Along with many others in Congress. So I also understand the importance of aesthetics, which is why I'm saying like AOC going to the Met Gala in the way that she did is not great. I also think that aesthetics are important. Getting other people to go and run for positions in Congress or run for local positions, local office is also good, especially as leftists. That's profoundly important. There's no other way to exhaust the state machination. You could just like fucking tweet all day, every day. But like, there's a lot of people that are putting their money where their mouth is, and that's a good thing. Okay. But lastly, as far as like, hold on one second. As far as what AOC did or what AOC has done, that doesn't get a lot of fucking coverages. And by the way, I've criticized her plenty when it comes to her foreign policy stuff. Venezuela arguments are terrible. Her Venezuela take was bad. Her Bolivia coup take was bad. Her Israel takes have actually gotten better, possibly because of pressure from Rashida and also Ilhan Omar. But, most of her foreign policy takes are unfortunately very liberal and not great. Okay. But as far as as far as other like domestic policy positions and things that she has done that is actually good. Here, I'll give you some more. Like one of the most recent things that happened literally the same day. This is from last year, but like it was getting a lot of coverage. Literally today, the day that AOC's like fucking thing, the day AOC's address was popping off, is her repealing the Faircloth Amendment. Okay? This is a 1998 law that sets limits on public housing construction. Completely ridiculous fucking amendment that is idiotic and bad and completely snuck in there. She did this last year. We never got any fucking, we didn't get a lot of coverage on it. We didn't really talk about that. That's one thing that she's done that's good. Like, she works just like many other congresspeople work, in a way where, there's a lot of work that she does in her own district, a lot of really good work that she does in her own district. Yeah. NY14 resident here. She's worked really hard to get us relief from COVID by paying off her funeral costs and hurricane relief insurance. She does a lot of fucking fundraisers for mutual aid, which is really good. So her district, she's doing a fuckload for her goddamn district. Okay. Like, she's doing a lot for her own district with respect to mutual aid. She's doing a decent job with legislation. Not perfect. Could be better. Here, there's one of the hosts of Pod Damn America had like a decent amount of information on this as well. Here, this summarizes it well. Getting funds shifted to the DA for addiction recovery, getting toxic waste sites in Puerto Rico cleaned up, getting Big Pharma to reduce the price of PrEP. No one wants to be a simp, so there's very little incentive to tweet about this stuff, but we're getting a very skewed picture of what's actually happening. I can understand why people say she hasn't done anything when almost all the content they see about it is her saying something stupid. I get the caution against celeb worship, but I really do not think that we're in danger at this point. AOC's been effectively delegitimized amongst a fairly large portion of people who supported Bernie. Find her distasteful, but this portends very well for the establishment. Okay? The FTV people going off on AOC right now completely ignore the House progressives are doing right now and holding their ground to get the reconciliation passed. Is exactly what they wanted, but no peep. Yeah, it doesn't matter. AOC worked with DSA-affiliated rideshare drivers to cooperate to get people to COVID testing sites and vaccinations, etc. Yeah, she raised $2 million overnight for Texas when fucking Ted Cruz went over and tucked his tail and went to Mexico. So, like, ultimately, AOC is a good congressperson, okay? AOC is a great congressperson, a great fucking fundraiser, not for, like, other buddies in the Democratic Party and other fucking demons in the Democratic Party, but also a great congressperson that is doing a lot of fucking mutual aid. So she's covering her fucking bases. The moment that she like caves and gives up on a lot of more important demands is a moment that I think criticism towards her will be justifiable. Okay? She inspired me to get involved in local politics and I'm slowly moving up. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. So I'm sorry, boys. I'm old. Okay? I'm 30 years old. I remember a time when there was like a fucking handful of congresspeople that would even come across as like openly social democrats, okay? There's a reason why I love Bernie so much and I will defend him till the day I fucking die. And that is because he was one of those fucking very lonely people out there who never stopped. So I'm sick and tired of fucking other leftists also shitting on AOC in a similar capacity to shitting on fucking Bernie Sanders. The liberals shit on Bernie Sanders in the same exact way that fucking leftists are shitting on AOC, like, oh, she's not doing enough. Yeah, no shit, she's not doing enough. Congress fucking sucks. Okay? What the fuck were you expecting? You thought she was going to be a fucking vanguardist, revolutionary Marxist? Like, no, she's not going to do that. She was never going to do that. Do I have very legitimate concerns that she will get swallowed by the glitz and glamour that is offered to her by the media? Is it ripe for co-optation by the capitalist, capital-owning class to just come in and be like, we are going to neuter your message and turn it into one that is not hurtful to the bourgeois interests? Yes, I do. I do fear that. But as it stands currently, she's doing all right. So that's my take. Okay? Okay, I'm sick and tired of everybody who, like, read one fucking Mark Fisher essay posting this, by the way. We get it, bro. Yeah, you love Mark Fisher. I got it, okay? I think what most people have issues is here with capitalist realism and the fact that public thought has been captured that the idea of anti-capitalism no longer acts as an antithesis to capitalism. Instead, it has been deployed as a means to reinforce capitalism. This is done through media, which aims to provide safe means of consuming anti-capitalist ideas without actually challenging the system. You literally plagiarized Mark Fisher, and you posted it as though it's your own personal take. Okay, I know. I know. I've read a lot of Mark Fisher. I'm familiar with his works. Thank you for copying and pasting it and putting it in there as your own fucking point of view. I don't even know if you read the actual essay or anything. It's just I think you probably just saw the meme. I don't really give a fuck about this, but I absolutely 100% know the actual living Mark Fisher would have fucking loved someone wearing a swanky dress with a social democratic slogan painted on. In fact, he'd written a long and faintly horny post about how great it was. I don't want to pull rank on this issue usually, but on this point, I'm sorry, but you really don't know who you're talking about here. The post would have been called Ultra Libidinal Sock Them Glam Continuum. It would have been both great and embarrassing, and none of you would have read it. Oh, damn, Micah wrote about this? Okay, I also have a feeling Mark would have gotten a lot of mileage out of the recent conservative freak out over a video of AOC dancing in college. He liked using the word libidinal across context in his writing. He probably would have found plenty of libidinal energy in her ecstatic style of dancing and tweeting, as well as perhaps a different kind of such energy in Fox News' constant and obsessive coverage of her. So look, Squirrel's gone full Greenwald on AOC. No, she hasn't gone full Greenwald on AOC. Listen. Squirrel is a person whose opinion I respect. Okay, it is. They are of the mindset that they are further along the fears that I also have, that I just mentioned, which is that everyone is worried about having their left-wing media figure darling turning a tail and allowing capital owners to co-opt her message and neuter a movement. Okay, that's the fear. Her and the squad's presence have massively shifted the Overton window on a lot of issues. Even 5 years ago, the idea of a $1 trillion reconciliation infrastructure bill was a non-starter. Yeah, the 2009 Economic Recovery Act was like, they were avoiding a T. And now we got fucking $4 trillion potentially of economic relief coming. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. There is some momentum and there is some Overton window shifting that is occurring. And that is not because of AOC alone. Okay? That's not because of AOC alone. That's because of you guys. Okay? We have done this. We have all participated in this. Do you understand? We're voting in people like AOC. We're advocating for this, for these sorts of values. We're promoting these ideas that were previously unspoken, okay? Unheard of, because they were considered un-American. So ultimately, it's not, it's not a bad thing overall. We were promised systemic change. All we get are cheap theatrics of the Met. Stop ignoring me and take the bait, Hossie. Shut the fuck up, bitch. So, to those who see AOC's dress as an amazing message, and to those who see AOC's dress as performative bullshit that makes you hate her, the only thing that matters is whether she and the squad hold out. Nothing else matters. For the love of God, focus. I agree. I mean, this is pretty much exactly how I feel about this as well. I don't give a fuck, okay? AOC can have a little fucking billionaire Met Gala as a treat. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and be like, I am so ideologically pure that I would not actually go to the fucking Met Gala. I would fucking love to go to the Met Gala. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, it's so dumb to just, like, take this fucking stance to be like, the Met Gala. But then again, I'm also not a politician. I'm a fucking dumbass Twitch streamer. So I do have a different set of expectations, in my opinion. And if people were to shit on me, I'd be like, yeah, fuck you. Suck my dick. I went to the Met Gala. Okay? Whereas AOC can't do that because she is beholden to her constituents. And, of course, she also has a national presence that is beyond just her constituents in NY14, okay? A national presence as a figurehead within the leftist movement in America, a movement that is ever growing, a movement that is hopefully going to pick up more seats eventually, something that she's done a lot to I mean, she's taking on a lot of efforts here, and I hope that she continues to do so. Many people feel like AOC's changed a little bit. She's no longer the same AOC that fucking worked with student protesters and like occupied Nancy Pelosi's office her first day in fucking Congress. And I would like to personally see a little bit more of that fire. Okay? You were just saying you're an advocate for the working, but now you're just a dumbass Twitch streamer. I guess whatever suits your argument. What? I can simultaneously be a dumbass Twitch streamer and also an advocate for working class issues. Yes, these are things that can happen. And the point I'm trying to always make, and I hope you guys understand it, is that you can be an advocate for working class issues and also have fun, okay? You should not subjugate yourself to a lifetime of fucking annoying and irrelevant, like, I don't know the right word. You should not try to starve yourself of any fucking humor or fun that you may be able to have in your life exclusively for fucking brownie points on the internet, okay? Shut the fuck up. Not every single thing. Yeah, deprivation was the word I was looking for. Leftism is when you deprive yourself of anything, like literally anything that could be a cool opportunity for you to meet fucking cool people. And that's it. And that's precisely what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying this is good for the socialist movement. AOC going to the Met Gala is an act of selfless expression. Like, okay? I'm not saying that at all. It's not. It's not. Life is an endless sequence of disappointments, okay? So if you have an opportunity to fucking have some fun in the middle of that, take it. Don't be a fucking asshole. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not being a fucking piece of shit, as long as you're not like truly betraying your values. And I don't think going to the fucking Met Gala is a betrayal of anyone's values. It's just that like the way that AOC did it is like, you know, perhaps the worst of like wanting to have your cake and eat it too, and it turned into the worst of both worlds. But ultimately, I don't care. I mean, she can go to the fucking Met Gala. It's awesome. I would too if I had the opportunity. Don't be silly. I do agree that the optics are bad, though. Of course. So, like doing the fucking what's her face? What was it, Riva or whatever? Like the Trump girl that would go to like the Grammys and wear a fucking build the wall dress. Like doing the social democratic version of that is not exactly like it's both cringe and also not only is it fucking cringe, but it's also like not a, you know, it's not, you're not like threatening power with that. And it's basically a demonstration that message of like tax the rich is seen as one that is like not even remotely threatening to the wealthy. Okay? Why doesn't anyone ever go to the local bar to meet cool people? Why is that phrase always correlated with famous people? Seems classist. Shut up, you dumb bitch. Okay? There is like a well-established coolness factor that comes with a fucking artist that you cherish. Am I really supposed to explain that to you? Like, what a fucking idiotic take, dude. God damn, leftists are so fucking brain dead sometimes. Yeah, like, do you want me to write a dissertation on why people fucking love celebrated artists, dude? That actually make you feel good when you listen to their art? Like, really? That's what you need to be fucking told? Like, oh my god, leftier than thou, always, dude. Like, I want people to fucking shed themselves with a capitalist dogma, but I don't mean to like fucking instill this like weird, completely fucking bastardized Marxist dogma either. Like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, audience is largely apolitical. Every news station in the U.S. will comment on it to an audience of at least 19 million Americans. Every news station will at least comment on it. I beg you to take the win. Moving the Overton window is ultimately good. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't her not going to the event and standing in solidarity with the police brutality protest right outside the Met Gala statement have the same effect? Doubt it. It's live streamed to 100 plus countries. It'd be easy to ignore if it's not in their face. Joined into the AOC Defense Force Hour feels weird, man. I already fucking talked about it. It is more complicated than just being like, it's bad or it's good, okay? It's bad optics. I'm surprised that she would do it. I'm surprised that no one stopped her from doing it. Or I'm surprised that she did it in the way that she did. But ultimately, it would be fucking ridiculous for me to like turn around and be like, oh my god, I can't believe like all this shit. Met Gala next year, inshallah. Yeah. And also, everybody stop looking up fucking trends for tax the rich. Like, this is actually really effective messaging. Like, no, it's not. Most people that are fucking saying that, please, I beg you to like talk to normal people, okay? Normal people that are not captivated by the everyday politics look to that and go, lol, rich person, tax the rich fucking gown at a $30,000, you know, venue. Most people fucking literally look at that and joke about it. It devalues the message. I'm a big advocate of having fun, okay? And being a normal fucking human being. And most normal fucking human beings would love for the opportunity to fucking hang out with like Frank Ocean and shit, okay? So let's not like lie to ourselves about how much of a fucking monk you actually are. I am the leftist monk. I would be a hermit for leftism. Okay? No, you're not. Shut up. Okay? You're not. You're ridiculous. Okay? And by the way, perhaps there is no better representation of this than the people who fucking shat all over AOC, who does have, I understand, a different set of expectations. I already mentioned this. And then literally moved on to retweet Rihanna and how fucking great she looked. Like, you can't on the one hand be like, yo, fuck AOC, and then turn around and be like, I love Rihanna. Oh my God, Riri, that's my bitch. Like, what are you fucking stupid? Like, do you not recognize the inherent contradiction? Like, Rihanna doesn't give a fuck about you or your fucking causes, okay? At least AOC, for the time being, does. So shut the fuck up. Bro, didn't you watch the red carpet for like 2 hours and you're on here saying it's bad messaging? What a joke, bro. I literally said this last night too, you fucking idiot. What do you mean? Leftism is when you don't fucking react to an incredibly fucking popular event with like every celebrity. That's what... Yeah, I should have just fucking stormed it instead, right? With my comrades, my armed revolutionary comrades. Dumb bitch. Anyway, yeah, it's gaudy. It's a gaudy dress. It's ultimately fucking, you know, really stupid. Leftism is when defending AOC. No, my point is, I'm not being a leftist by defending AOC. I don't care. I'm not even defending AOC. I'm saying that it's like not fucking a good look, regardless. Especially when you have fucking protesters getting their heads caved in outside, when millionaires are once again demonstrating their fucking abundance of wealth inside. Okay. I'm saying that not every single fucking action that a leftist has to take is supposed to be like moving the socialist cause further. You know, I find that really weird. Like, people say that, but they don't even practice it themselves. Like, and they shouldn't. Okay. Yeah, it would have been better if it was like,
AOC. What up? I didn't know you model as well.
Damn. You know, we can't just play along, but we need to break the fourth wall and challenge some of the institutions. And
didn't we use the same argument? Say buying a massive house was bad optics. You could have just bought a normal house. You could have worn a normal dress. You could say that if you're a fucking idiot who thinks that a Twitch streamer has the same sense of obligation and the same set of standards as a fucking congressperson. You could say that. You would just be a fucking idiot.
And, you know, while the Met is known for its
and it's like, I have a house. Like, it's a house. The house that I live in, okay? And not only that, but I would literally go to the fucking Met Gala too.
spectacle, we should have a conversation about it.
I've never said that it's fucking activism that I bought a house either, you dumb bitch. Shut the fuck up. It's a $3 million Hollywood mansion, not a fucking house. No, it is a fucking house. It's a fucking house where I fuck your mom on the pool and also in many of the fucking bedrooms, okay? That's why it is a fucking house. You can call it a fucking mansion if you want. Fucking is happening. Me and your mom, we are fucking. Dumbass. It's a fucking mansion, dude. It's a fucking mansion. Yeah, the fucking neighborhood and the real estate market is fucking disastrous in California. Sucks, but it's the truth. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, Forbes, your thoughts?
Where does one begin when you put graffiti on a very good dress? And she forgets already top 1%, top 5% pay most of the income taxes in this country. She says it's a big event. Well, that event helps provide resources for a great institution. So where does she think those resources come from? So
yeah, you see, there you go, dude. I love when motherfuckers on the left have the same exact take as fucking Steve Forbes, by the way. You know what I mean? Where do you think the resources are coming from? From the wealthy, you know? She should know. She should know better.
So she just did it as a publicity stunt. And I think somebody should ask her, you want the Met? Where are the Met going to get those resources? Where do people get resources? How do people have a higher standard of living? They have a higher standard of living when people are investing more, so you get more productivity, more opportunity to move ahead.
Just because you're in a different profession doesn't mean it isn't bad optics, though, right? Me buying a house is only fucking bad optics because you're a dumbass. I'm buying a fucking house. The same house that I bought in the same fucking neighborhood that I've been paying a landlord in, okay, would cost $200,000 depending on what fucking, what housing market I'm in. okay? And yes, being a Twitch streamer is entirely different than being a fucking politician. People ask me all the time, why don't you run for office? This is one of the many reasons, because I feel like there is a different set of standards that apply to actual political leaders, okay, than fucking Twitch streamers. I've never once been like, Bernie Sanders has 3 houses. That's bad optics. That's like fucking psychotic, okay? And I'm not fucking telling you that like I'm getting a house for some kind of political activist move. In the same way that AOC's like tax the rich thing was supposedly a political stance. Like, that's the difference. Do you not understand that? How is this so hard for you to fucking comprehend? Oh my God, you have to be like, literally, you have to be so stupid to not understand this, dude. Jesus Christ.
Ryan, how do you see it?
Yeah, I agree with Steve on this. I mean, a lot of hypocrisy with obviously going to the Met and wearing that dress. I think if I went to the Met, on my suit, I would wear, please give me back my SALT deduction.
Oh my God, I fucking hate these people so much. Oh God, these scumbags, dude. I swear to God, please give me back my SALT deduction. Good one, dude.
Because we got killed.
Yeah, that's why no one fucking invites you, because you're like an unlikable dipshit, Ryan Payne of Payne Capital Management president. That's why dumbasses like you can only pay your way into fucking circles like that, and that no one wants to be around you unless you're literally paying for that privilege. Okay? That's the difference. That's the difference between someone like AOC being invited, or a cherished artist like wearing another fucking designer's outfit to raise funds, from dumbasses like you, because you will never be fucking invited to a situation like that because no one wants you, because you've spent your entire life fucking milking the poor and the working class and trying to come up with ways to like justify it morally in your mind.
With that SALT deduction 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And if we bring that SALT deduction back, I'm taking Steve, Maria, I'm taking you guys out to dinner wherever you want to go.
Well, there's been a back and forth between Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senator Joe Manchin, as you know, and AOC fired back at Manchin this weekend after Joe Manchin referred to her as young lady while responding to criticism from her. She writes, in Washington, I usually know my questions of power are getting somewhere when the powerful stop referring to me as Congresswoman and start referring to me as young lady instead, because she was attacking him for meetings with Exxon. So this is the new fight going on. Manchin says, I don't know that young lady that well. I really don't. I have met her one time, I think, between sets here, but that's it. So we have not had any conversation.
It's time that the super wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share in taxes. I mean, yeah, it's just like, we'll see. We'll see where all this posturing ends up. I hope it works. Twitter left is getting mad about optics, but moralizing it. The problem with the bourgeoisie is that they're not relatable. They can't read the room, and it isn't a good look. They should have stayed in the drafts. Hashtag tone deaf. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I just don't agree that it's a bad look. I mean, I think if there was more honesty in it, it would have been a better look overall. But maybe I'm wrong. Okay? Don't make what wasn't honest about it. What was not honest about it is that it's like, she makes it seem like it was a fucking act of like selfless activism, okay? And it's not. You're there to have fun with some fucking cool people, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? I don't give a fuck. I'm not one of these homies that is like, ooh, I can't believe that, okay? Ultimately, I like to, criticize people for things that they do or don't do in their fucking respective fields. Because you never stood for shit. Yeah, standing for shit is morally posturing on Twitter like a jealous little bitch, dude. That's what standing for shit is. Yeah, dude. Keep substituting fucking tweets for genuine, legitimate organizing, activism, all this other stuff, dude. I'm sure the fucking socialist revolution will just pee-pee poof out of nowhere. Yeah. Dude, hold up, bro. We're doing Twitter fingers right now, dude. That's the activism. You honestly think that she couldn't afford a ticket? Yeah, no shot, dude. She makes $175,000 a year with a fucking congressional salary, and that's the rent in DC. You think she's like capable of fucking dropping 30 bills on a goddamn ticket? Are you insane? Like that's psychotic to think that like she probably most of her fucking money goes directly into her rent, most likely. She rents in DC and in New York City. Like 90% of her salary probably goes directly into her fucking rent. You said it was gluttonous? Yeah, it is. It is gluttonous. People should be able to fucking enjoy themselves, though. Like, that's my take on it. I've said this already. Guys, you're in the fucking chat of someone who goes to Coachella. You're in the chat of someone who's gone to, like, fucking music festivals. You yourself have gone to plenty of music festivals. You fucking enjoy yourself, okay? You enjoy yourself and you do a lot of shit, okay? And a lot of shit is, like, irresponsible, dangerous, only there as a consequence of exploitation. Ultimately, the world is fucking bullshit, okay? It sucks. If you're going to have a little fun, as long as you're not compromising your fucking morals, okay, which I don't think, like, going to Coachella or a fucking music festival compromises your morals, then, you know, have fun. That's completely different than this, though, man. Come on. No, I don't think it's different than this. And the real reason why I don't think it's different than this is because it is a fucking demonstration of wealth hoarding and gluttony. But you get to fucking hang out with, like, you get invited for free and go hang out with a bunch of fucking super cool people. Like, I would take that opportunity, and most people would too, I think. You can shit on the Oscars and actors in Hollywood, but very few people would say no to going to the Oscars. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I think AOC would be doing a better job of for socialism if she wasn't at the Met Gala or basics like a likable quasi-celebrity. She should be an ugly crank like Dennis Kucinich, who has objectively done a great deal more for the U.S. left and is now the president. So the NYPD made brutal arrests outside the Met Gala. Like, this is the problem, okay? This is the problem. This is, you don't want to look like this, okay?
Since you have used to leave the roadway, you will be placed under arrest on a charge of disorderly conduct.
The NYPD brutally fucking cracking skulls outside of the Met Gala when there's demonstrators outside of the Met Gala protesting. That's not good. It's a fucking terrible look.
Not cooperate and accompany the arrest. Since you have used to leave the roadway, you will be placed on the police department.
Now, like I said, it's not fucking activism. What AOC did was not activism. Me buying a fucking house is not activism. Don't be a fucking idiot, okay? I'm being honest about it. Okay, AOC's dress is breathtakingly awful. It's just sticking in my brain like a really terrible aftertaste, just bad. Aren't there people who paid her very good money to advise her? A better statement than those words, not going. Going and wearing a new designer from a marginalized community. Going and wearing something off the rack, which by I mean regular well-off people could conceivably purchase, not couture. Still turning this over, and I think she'd worn a dress memorializing the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire, which was 110 years ago this year. I'd have liked it more. Very American, very relevant. And I don't think the cognitive disconnect would have been as dramatic. If you snitch tag AOC, I'm blocking you. Have some manners. Surfacing 2 tweets about the dress designer so everyone can see. The dress is Brother Veils. The label made with South African textile collectives and run by Black Indigenous designer Aurora James, who also created the 15% pledge. Perhaps it's bonkers to say tax the rich while eating the White Lotus, but the design credit is legit. Oh, I was gonna say like even the fucking message from the designer itself is like, you know, we must combat capitalism with black capitalism. Like, we must combat capitalist racism with black capitalism. And obviously that is not within my worldview. I think that a better way to do this is by combating capitalist racism with socialism. That's just me. You know. What you saying, but she said it very good. Wow, really wild. You really sent me a fucking Jamila Jamil tweet to say, like, this is what you're saying, but she said it very good. That defeats the whole purpose. We're not reading that, okay? I promise you that's not making a good point. Jamila Jamil, who, like, literally fucking last week was like, capitalism is good because now women can exploit other women. See, this is another thing. Like, here's Representative Carolyn Maloney, okay, who once famously wore a fucking burqa to Congress and said the words, America is humanely bombing Afghanistan, okay? America is humanely bombing Afghanistan with bombs and food. She said those words, okay? I'll show you in a second. But of course, the same Vanessa Friedman, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez attending the $35,000 ticket Met Gala in a Brother Veils gown, blaring tax the rich is a complicated proposition. All the people claiming AOC got a free ticket to the Met Gala just because she did not pay for it does not mean it's free. Someone paid $35K for her to attend. Just seems she might have wanted that money used for something other than an elite party ticket. Like, shut up. 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 Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Where are your standards? You have none, okay? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. It's not like when I fucking bought a house, I didn't like magically have $3 million or something and I bought it up front, okay? That's not how this works. fuck. As much as I also think that like the fucking optics of this situation are not great. It blows my mind how fucking stupid some of these liberals are that are using this as an opportunity to fucking shit on AOC, or rather just what AOC represents, which is supposed to be leftist values. Okay. Anyway, why are you defending AOC so much? You sound like a cuck. You're a fucking liar, dude. Yawn, dude. Jamila literally said capitalism is the core of evil. You're kind of doing the thing where you cancel her based on secondhand info. I literally am not talking about secondhand info. I actually saw her, like, shut up. We watched yesterday a video of her praising capitalism for how well it is given an opportunity for women to fucking, participate in society and in positions of prominence.
She attended the Commons Man Gala, the AOC Gala, wearing this truly inspiring
seething
dress.
My God, tax the rich.
Oh, she can read.
Model, AOC. What up? I didn't know you model as well.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I love how she's acting like this is new, like Taylor Swift winning her 19th award.
Oh my God.
I don't, what? Oh, is this tax that I didn't even know?
I love how she's acting like everyone there isn't rich.
Right.
Yeah. Isn't it funny, guys? Not really.
Quick reminder here. Met Gala tickets actually do go for about $30,000.
Yikes.
And I know you're saying, oh, well, hold on a second. It's a fundraiser. Sure, it goes to the museum's Costume Institute.
What? I'm just glad that we can get that done.
I'm glad we can get that done. And I say this as a man who owns a studio where we have an entire back room full of really weird costumes.
But they're cheap.
It's not lost on me. There should be no endowment to the arts. Let me just say that. There should be no... Well, look, if you guys want to raise money for charity, sure. But here's the thing. They bitch about the church. So Samaritan's Purse, for example, who they bitch about and complain these Christian fundamentalists, go into Liberia when Ebola has a 50% mortality rate, right? One of two, the only private organization, I believe, the only non-government entity to go in and serve people. Church is the American church, the most charitable institution in the history of the world. Not just the United States of America, far more charitable than the government. They create soup kitchens. They help members of their church. They reach out to the community. These people spend $30,000 a ticket, although let's be honest, a lot of them are comped. It's the plebes who pay the $30,000 a ticket to go to more hyperly gay TikTok-esque fashion. Back to AOC though, and it's a good point. You realize this is a lady, this is a broad, if I may, and I may, who sells tax the rich sweatshirts for $58.
Wow. 58.
Back in 2020, she wore a $14,000 outfit for her Vogue photo shoot. And she's like, hi guys, who cares? I didn't keep it. Doesn't matter. You're trying to make people feel. What about the self-esteem issue?
Okay. Number one, the reason why the tax the rich fucking sweatshirts are $58 is because they're domestically manufactured and union made, you fucking jackass. Maybe you would know that if you ever actually tried to fucking ethically source your fucking product that you sell. But no, of course not. You don't give a fuck about your hog-ass fucking fans. You only LARP as someone who cares about the working class, and you don't actually abide by the principles because you have none, okay? That's the reality. You can sell $5 fucking t-shirts and sweatshirts if you don't actually fucking source your manufacturers in an effort to fundraise for yourself, by the way, in an effort to fundraise for your fucking campaign. It's not like it's going into her goddamn fucking pocket, dude. Jesus Christ, this shit fucking triggers the fuck out of me. It's so stupid. So fucking stupid. These fucking sweatshirts expensive. Yeah, of course, it's expensive because it's fucking union made. I thought you cared about the fucking working class dipshit. No, you don't. You don't. It's only a fucking aesthetic that you can like jump onto. Okay? So shut the fuck up. The mug club. Yeah, dude, keep shelling out your fucking, Taiwanese mugs, all right? Dumbass. So that's one. Two, hyper gay TikTok. Dude, you don't get to fucking call something gay as a pejorative if the only kind of content that you do outside of your fucking studio is literally dressing up and LARPing as a trans woman, okay? At fucking Planet Fitness or numerous other areas, okay? You can't. Like, what is this? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, I can't believe it. It's the TikTok gay. Gay TikTok? What do you mean, bro? What the fuck do you mean? There's nothing wrong with fucking being gay, okay? You're literally a fucking theater kid, dude. Holy shit. Mask meltdown law. So mad about being rich and not knowing how to handle your audience on it. Dude, I have 32,000 people in here, okay? I love when random idiots are like, haha, I've actually arrived at the truth that no one is able to see. You yourself right now, you're fucking dying. You're dying on the inside. You just don't know how to handle the fact that your audience has arrived at a conclusion about you that's really going to make you upset. Dude, you've been following me since the fucking January 6th insurrection, okay? I've had my fucking subscription number up top there since then. Are you fucking stupid? Why do you feel as though this audience is unaware of my finances? Are you dumb? The only time I hear about the Crowder is when you're ripping on him. It's too bad he pulled through the heart thing or whatever. Yeah, I agree. Now, it feels like he's just kicking the theater kid ladder that he climbed up to get where he is. So one aspect of this that fucking pisses me off, by the way, is that, like, I'm a big fucking fan of funding arts programs, dude. I'm a huge fan of publicly funded arts programs. And it kind of sucks that we're just like, I mean, Met Gala is not a publicly funded art program, obviously. But, you know, it's kind of sad when we fucking, you know, talk about it like this. Like, it's just a bullshit. Anyway, let's keep going.
Fashion. Back to AOC, though, and it's a good point. You realize this is a lady, this is a broad, if I may, and I may, who sells tax the rich.
Such a big man, dude. I love being a fucking big boy. You know what I mean? I love being a big boy by being like, she's a broad, if I may. And I will. I just called AOC a broad. It's like, you're a kid. You are literally a fucking child. You have a kid brain, okay? Young lady, a broad. It's like so fucking stupid. It's so... He's just trying to fucking, you know, do everything he can to, like... So I love... Here's something I love. I love when white dudes will be like, what? I don't understand. Like, where is the sexism? Like, oh, you think everything is sexist? Like, whatever. Or that women don't actually get, like, additionally marginalized on the virtue of their, you know, gender. And then they add that in there on purpose, just, like, to literally demean them. You know what I mean? Like, why did you do that then? Why did you just say, like, a broad? Or a young girl? Like, you're doing it because you recognize that that's supposed to, like, be demeaning, okay? You're devaluing someone's position. Someone who has done profoundly more than you ever will.
Rich sweatshirts for $58.
Wow.
Oh.
58.
Back in 2020, she wore a $14,000 outfit.
I can't believe, Lord forgive me, I'm about to do this, but what does the Steven Crowder merch look like? I need to know. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Bro, he literally fucking sells, like, okay, you sell Free Speech Matters shirts for fucking $48. Wait, where was this done? Where was it manufactured? Hold on. I'm confused. Where? $40 Free Speech Matters hoodie. Where was this done, though? Like, where? So this fucking piece of shit is selling Gildan, made in a Chinese factory, not to even fucking, you know, fund a political movement or anything like that. Just to fucking line his pockets up. And he's selling it for nearly the same fucking price as AOC's merch. That's crazy, man. Love that. Love that fucking fat markup, dude. It's so sick when you get a fucking Gildan. Look, I'm working with garment producers right now for my merchandise. So I know how much this shit costs. Okay? In bulk, he's literally fucking marking this shit up. Like, it's like, depending on what the, depending on, like, which drop shipping company you're working with, is like, it ranges from, like, $10 max. Okay? He's 4xing the fucking markup on a Gildan sweatshirt that's made in fucking China and shilling it to his dumbass fucking audience. Depending on the volume, it can be even cheaper than $10 too, by the way. Just remember that. So, my lord, dude. Love having Steven Crowder shit on AOC like this.
For her Vogue photo shoot. And she's like, hi, guys, who cares? I didn't keep it. Doesn't matter. You're trying to make people feel... What about the self-esteem issue? You're trying to make people feel lesser than for not having a $14,000 outfit. You think that it's harmful to people's self-esteem?
So this is the other part. The $14,000 outfit. That's how fucking photo shoots work. Okay? They make you wear fucking shit. They make you wear designer shit. I did one too. Of course, Steven Crowder has never done one because he's a fucking loser. And no one cares about him, and no one would want to hear from him other than his fucking audience. Okay? So yeah, what is she supposed to do? Be like, nah, I'm not wearing this. I'm not wearing this fucking Dolce & Gabbana shirt or whatever the fuck. Also, is he dying? What's happening? Like, I feel like he's having a hard time breathing when he's talking right now.
You know, not having a BMI over 40 on a magazine? What about putting a $14,000 dress on a magazine? By the way, illegally parked her...
How many 14K outfits do you have in your $2 billion house? So many, dude. Ask your mom. I make her wear it after I fuck her. I make her wear the $14,000 outfits. That's my favorite fucking own because I literally dress like I fucking went to a Goodwill. Like, literally everything I fucking own is clothes that you guys have sent me, including this Leica shirt, okay? And motherfuckers will be like, ha! There goes the sun again, dripped out at the fucking wazoo, baby.
I don't know if there's anything more elitist than illegally parking your Tesla behind a Whole...
You wear designer all the time? Yeah, designed by fucking Twitch chat.
Whole Foods. That's only 2 blocks down.
It's like
Wait, what is this? What? I didn't even know this one. AOC's Electroshock. Tesla owned by Socialist Firebrand is spotted illegally parked outside of a DC Whole Foods. Oh my God, this is like... The $35,000 Tesla with a New York place in a congressional parking pass was pictured in a no parking zone near AOC's luxury DC apartment. Like, why is this fucking news, bro? You are an obsessed psychopath. An obsessed fucking psychopath to, like, turn this into fucking newsworthy shit. Is it just, like, what? Also, I love that the flex is, like, the extravagance is a $35,000 fucking Tesla, dude. What a fucking broke boy, dude. Are you kidding me? $35,000 car? How much do these fucking idiots think normal cars cost, dude? She bought the fucking cheapest Tesla. Of course, you know, people at the Washington Beacon have, like, probably never bought a car. They make their fucking slaves do it. So they're like, wow, how much does a car cost? This is probably like around $100,000 or not $100,000 probably. They're like, how much does a car cost? Like $10,000? $5,000? I don't know. I haven't bought one in years. Personally.
Behind a Whole Foods. That's only 2 blocks down.
It's like parking your Bentley on a homeless man. Yes. Like, will you watch this while I go in?
Bentley? $35,000 car is a Bentley now, dude? Oh, these fucking hogs, man. Oh, my Lord, dude.
And she still owes, by the way, $2,000 in taxes from 2020 for a failed publishing company. So she hasn't... Look, you can pay those taxes. You suckle at the government teat.
She owes taxes?
Yes.
I thought as American citizens, if we owed taxes, they came for us. They came knocking on the doors.
Oh, they did this with Jamal Bowman, too. It's like, dude, I don't understand how fucking these dipshits do this. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I literally don't get it. It's like, first of all, 90% of the time, these people themselves don't even know that they have these fucking taxes they owe. Okay? They did this with Jamal Bowman during that election in New York as well. And then they fucking pay the taxes. Like, you find out that you owe taxes and you pay it. It's an unnecessarily complicated structure, unfortunately, as a consequence of third-party private industry coming in and making the tax system as complicated as fucking humanly possible. $2,000 in... Wow, how such tax evasion, dude. Such fucking tax evasion. Holy shit. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Does she have some unpaid parking tickets too, man? You should get really fucking mad. AOC was caught jaywalking. So much for the law-abiding left. If anything, owing fucking $2K in unpaid taxes makes you more fucking working class than anything else, idiot.
Thing is,
I'll give her $2,000.
She spray painted a white dress at a $30,000 gala where they will give it to other other costumes, which they consider fashion. But her abuela still doesn't have a roof. So, hey.
But there was a GoFundMe for that. I thought we took care of this issue.
It wasn't allowed to go.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it wasn't allowed to go because she was offended by it.
I thought she was shamed into at least paying for the roof and saying, no, abuela, I'll take care of it.
Oh, no. She has no shame. Didn't you see the video that we showed?
Yes, I did.
Another.
Oh my God, they're so fucking disgusting, dude. And so many people are. I'm losing my mind thinking about like just how fucking easily consumable and digestible this kind of fucking bullshit is.
Blatant display of the hypocrisy at the Met Gala was, here's something to people understand, the elitists, only the workers had to wear masks.
This is the only fucking part of that same exact fucking concept that we've shown time and time again that I low-key agree with. And yes, that is a damning fucking photo when you see every single person that's supposed to be working there versus the fucking celebrities that are there having fun. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you see all the fucking people in the background. They all got masks on. None of the celebrities do. That's not a fucking... That 1000% creates a lot of fucking class resentment. Okay? And not in a good way. Normally, I'm a fan of fucking class resentment, obviously. A big part of what I do is agitation. But that kind of class resentment is reshifting the legitimate anger that working class people should feel towards policies that are good for public health. You get that? That shit sucks. That's not good. Thank you, Tyler Jake Law, for another 5 gifted subs, and Radia's Sons for the 5 gifted.
Only the workers were wearing masks. So you have a bunch of celebrities out there and I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes hundreds of thousands.
For the record, like this, much like the fucking Obabe lavish birthday party, is full of people that have been vaccinated already. We already know this. Everyone that has to fucking work there, everyone is attending has been vaccinated. They should use this as an opportunity to be like, hey, you can be vaccinated and you can have these sorts of, mask-free events.
Thousands of dollars in outfits, not wearing masks. Only the workers serving them wear masks, except for J-Lo and Ben Affleck, because they just had to out-gay the fellow TikToker.
How's that work?
Dude, you can't win. First, he says, like, the workers had to be forced to wear masks. And then, he's wearing a mask, so he's gay. It's gay to wear a mask. And gay is bad, of course. For those of you who are unaware, yes, kissing J-Lo is gay. And gay is bad.
Gay! You wonder why Donald Trump has picked up the Blue Dog Democrats? It's because people, whether you understand this or not, people don't want to be sermonized to about taxing the rich and the wealthy from people who...
Yeah, dude, people don't want to be sermonized to about taxing the rich. Instead, we should be giving sermons about how the rich are really good and we should be fucking dogs to the wealthy and that they already pay their fair share in taxes, right? Because that's what Steven Crowder is advocating for. So continue being a fucking cuck. If you are a Steven Crowder fan and you're in my audience right now, go ahead, hang out with this fucking cuck. Come in here and advocate to literally make sure that I have more money in my pocket in the end of the year, okay? You're literally helping me if you fucking seethe. If you hate me, then why the fuck are you advocating to make sure that me and all of these other homosexual, liberal fucking libtards in Hollywood are keeping more of their fucking dollars in their own pockets? You dumb fuck. That's why I like cucking myself, because I fucking love Steven Crowder, and I just one day I'll be rich too, so that's why.
Who are at an event that look like a glorified Hunger Games. That's exactly what it is.
It really is.
Wow,
that's not even a stretch. That's literally what it is.
It's just, well, except it's weirder on the left.
It is. You guys come and tell me where you think the top marginal tax rate should start. I just don't believe that we should create a system based on envy, right? People try and say, oh, greed, it's selfish. Actually, I don't think that greed is a synonym for success. I think that taking someone else's money that you haven't earned, ill-gotten gain, is envy.
Yeah.
I think that those two are interchangeable.
Greed can also be power, which she's clearly into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's very true. We really are at a point here where they want to pit everyone against each other based on money and then hope that you don't understand that they are a part of this elite ruling class.
Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying. Okay, there's another bench of people. I'm gonna put myself through this.
I know lots of extraordinarily rich people. I know billionaires. I know multi-billionaires. I know some of the richest people on earth, actually. And let me tell you, they don't live like the people at the Met Gala dress. The people at the Met Gala want you to think that this is what capitalists live like. But the only people who live like this are the people at the Met Gala. It is these celebrities who spend their nights dressing like fools, wearing $10,000 gowns that look like a child made them in art class. It's an incredible thing. And
yeah, it's an art show, dude. What the fuck? What is this dumbass and his fucking dumbass audience unironically think that, like, you know, rich people are just like, or artists are constantly fucking dressing like this, dude? What a psycho. I mean, holy shit, dude. I went from fucking criticizing the optics of like the AOC thing to like, honestly, I have to push back against this level of idiocy, okay?
And so I kind of love the Met.
Thank you, Tyler Jake Law, for the 10 gifted
Gala,
subs.
because it exposes them for the frauds they are. You know, there's a very famous essay by Tom Wolfe. It's maybe the best political essay of all time. It's called Radical Chic. It was originally printed in New York Magazine. It was about a party at Leonard Bernstein's house. And that party was Leonard Bernstein and his then wife, and they get together in a penthouse with a bunch of Black Panthers. This is a cover story for New York Magazine. And the whole thing is hysterically funny because it is a bunch of upper crust radical leftists who have benefited from the systems of the United States.
Bro, this was literally at a time when one of the most radical, revolutionary organizing movements that have ever existed in the history of the United States, that had literally all of their fucking leaders assassinated by the American government. This is how they were getting funds from those other people who wanted to give them fucking money. What a psychotic thing. Those liberals, unironically, were putting their fucking money where their mouth is. What the fuck? Like, that is so crazy, dude. If anything, that's like, from Ben Shapiro's worldview, those liberals were literally funding terrorists, okay? Racialized terrorists, the Black Panthers. I'm terrified of that. Hassan's mini fridge. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Hassan's mini fridge. Anyway, that's no, we're not watching all 47 minutes. This is just like the whole leftist cosplay at the Met Gala shit.
Patronizing the Black Panthers who show up and are telling them how white pigs should be killed, and all the white people are just clapping for them.
That's not what happened. Dude, oh my God. Dude, this shit is so fucking... Oh, you're like a baby. You're a literal baby. What frustrates me about this fucking rhetoric is that you are literally a fucking baby, okay? You are explaining history to a bunch of fucking dumb hogs in the same way that a fucking baby would, okay? Your understanding of the Black Panthers or what the fuck was going on is likened to an actual imbecile, okay? It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, they were like, yeah, kill the white man. And all the white people are like, yay. That's how it works. That's how it was going on. That's what the Black Panther organization was about, actually.
Right, that's the entirety of the essay. Well, the only difference between Radical Chic, that Tom Wolfe essay, and what happens at the Met Gala every year is that they are actually not even bringing in the Black Panthers. They don't actually bring in any radicals. They don't even bring anybody in to act as sort of like...
He's right. Yes, if you are a true radical person, you're very likely not going to get invited to the Met Gala. Okay? That's true. He's right about that. AOC's AOC being invited to the Met Gala or being accepted by people that attend the Met Gala is yet another demonstration that she has, for many people at least, like she's been defanged, okay? Like she does not constitute a serious threat to those people's existence. So, like, I don't think they're gonna fucking invite people like AOC, or not even AOC, but like I don't think they're gonna invite like actual fucking radical people to events like this, okay? That's the truth. I would trust Ben's research, then your Twitter and YouTube research, says Return Bull. Go ahead, brother. No, you're right. Ben Shapiro does incredible research. That's why he just like reduced the Black Panther Party to kill white pigs. Yay. You're right. Does it make you feel better about like living in a world where you're just idiotic and wrong? Oh, someone feeling left out? What? About what? You mad you didn't get invited? I will never get invited to the Met Gala. Like, that's not a, that's normal. Of course I'm not going to get fucking invited to the Met Gala. I'm not relevant enough. I am way too fucking rude. Like, I am not celebrated in those same circles because I routinely shit on people within those same circles. So, like, even if I did get a level of relevance where I could be invited to events like that, or people in similar fucking positions of prominence were getting invited to events like that, I would not be one of those people. I love that, people will turn around and be like, dude, yeah, because you're irrelevant. Yeah, I mean, I already admitted that. I was the first person who admitted that. You would go to the Met Gala or the AVN Awards if you were invited to both. I would 100% go to the fucking Met Gala, by the way, if I was invited. It's idiotic to say that you wouldn't. Who wouldn't? That's so stupid.
The exhibits at the museum that they can stare at and say, ooh, those are the radicals. We love them. They actually pretend to be them. It's as though at Leonard Bernstein's dinner party, Leonard Bernstein had dressed up as a Black Panther and then declared himself brave for doing so. Right? That is what the Met Gala is every single year. And it's astonishing. I mean, it really is. And so we saw a lot of that last night. We'll get to we'll save the best for.
Do you acknowledge that you're partially the product of the same nepotism that allows for the continuation of capitalistic systems? I acknowledge that I have benefited greatly from nepotism, but if you advocate that it's the continuation of capitalistic systems, then you're a fucking idiot. Like me working for my uncle's fucking 26-person media startup YouTube channel when I was getting paid 20 grand a fucking year is not a continuation of the capitalistic systems, you dumb idiot.
For last, because we have to. But it began with folks like Megan Rapinoe showing up, and Megan Rapinoe shows up wearing a red, white, and blue outfit and holding a small purse that says "In Gay We Trust." See, because not God, it's in Gay We Trust. You see, like it's the theme was American fashion, because nothing says respect for America like replacing God with gay.
Yeah, I mean, America's pretty fucking gay, dude. So, like, what a fucking nerd, dude. What a silly little bitch nerd Ben Shapiro is. How the fuck can anyone who has ever had sex watch this motherfucker and be like, yeah, he's really spitting. My man Ben Shapiro, he's really spitting right now. Oh, God, he got so mad about, replacing the word gay with God. Listen, this is bullshit aesthetic posturing, okay? And also, if you want to shit on someone's ugly-ass fucking clothes, there was another one that was way worse than fucking Megan Rapinoe. It's the fucking dude from Schmidt, whatever, that show. That dude was wearing the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life, with like the Dan Levi with the two dudes that are making out. Oh my God, that shit was so gaudy. Oh my fucking Lord. Jesus Christ. That shirt has created more homophobia than Ben Shapiro ever wishes he could create, okay? Anyway, so that's one thing. But this is just aesthetic shit, okay? This is totally just like bullshit aesthetic posturing. It has nothing to do with like material gains or anything like that. Okay, it's pink washing for the most part. And let me tell you something. Getting super fucking caught up in this performative bullshit also shows that you yourself are, only in it for the fucking aesthetics. Like, how the fuck do you find yourself getting this goddamn triggered over a person that says "In Gay We Trust"? You are such a clown, dude. Holy fuck. What an unserious person.
In Gay We Trust. See, because not God, it's in Gay We Trust. You see, like it's the theme was American fashion, because nothing says respect for America like replacing God with gay.
They're not respecting God.
Right? She's such a revolutionary, Megan Rapinoe. She is standing up to the patriarchy. Every single day she's standing up to the patriarchy by making money from the patriarchy.
I'm pretty sure dance stuff was made by a gay artist. Okay. So, like, what? Are we going to sit here and be like, Dan Levi's outfit was good, dude? Like, really? Oh, it was made by a gay artist? Never mind. I'm sorry then. Yeah, dude, totally. Like, I don't give a fuck. That shit was corny, bro. It was terrible. Bro, come on, justify this for me, please. Make it make sense to me, okay? It's camp. It's amazing. Yeah, I know. I just don't understand the camp. You would wear this? No, the fuck I would not, dude. What the fuck? You'd wear that to get into the Met Gala, bitch? Okay, maybe. No. Dave Wojnarowicz, an artist who made the painting called Fuck You, F-word, fucker, that this outfit is based on, hated the art world so much that when his first official gallery show opened, he collected a box of live rats and set it loose in the gallery during opening reception. What? This was the early 1980s when Lower East Side, Greenwich Village was still going through the first of many cycles of gentrification. And Times Square was still porn theaters. AIDS was rapidly accelerating. David was working 3 jobs to get by and cruising the Christopher St. Pier. A decade later, he was dead due to government neglect, and his famous request to be dropped at the steps of the FDA was unable to be honored, but there was a coffin march through the streets of Manhattan in the rain, and his comrades could only feel the pressure and need for release. Everyone should read more about / by David. He's my favorite artist, one of the only artists from that era that matters, and it's because he joined ACT UP and was doing mass action politics until he died. Read close to the Knives and a biography of him and ask me if you want more. Jesus Christ, dude. So they took this dude's work of art and fucking slammed it on top of a fucking piece of gaudy, like, campy attire in perhaps one of the worst fucking representations of the art world. One of the most, like, jerk off, goddamn. An outfit is officially a crime now. I mean, it was a crime before this. Anyway, okay. Jesus Christ. All right, let's get back to this dildo.
And appealing for the help of male politicians and spending all day long whining about her position as a very wealthy white woman who gets to play a sport that no one watches other than once every 4 years and be a social activist that has not actually achieved things. So that's exciting stuff. So, but at least she trusts in gay.
Wait, I don't understand. Like what is this fucking take, dude? Because of people like Ben Shapiro, her fucking existence is considered activism, okay? Like, you literally sit there and make money off of making the lives of people that look like Megan Rapinoe worse every fucking day. You advocate for policies that would make people like Megan Rapinoe's lives worse every fucking day. And then you turn around and fucking complain that they're, like, existing while simultaneously being like, what are they even complaining about? Their lives are great. It's like putting famously anti-capitalist Basquiat's work on clothes and Coach purchase or sell shit. He would absolutely hate how his art is being used for profit. I don't know about that. I heard that Basquiat was not necessarily famously anti-capitalist. I thought so as well, but it turns out he wasn't necessarily. It was more so his work of art that had anti-capitalist inspirations, but he himself was not necessarily a anti-capitalist.
That's pretty exciting. And Gay We Trust is we had Megan Rapinoe, and then we had Cara Delevingne. And I may be screwing up her name, but frankly, I don't care because I really don't know very much who she is. Apparently, she's some sort of model. And here, she was modeling a bib/straitjacket. I don't know what this top is supposed to be. And it says, peg the patriarchy. Oh, the courage. Oh, the stunning courage and bravery. Peg the patriarchy. Because pegging, of course, is an obscure sexual practice in which women perform the more...
Dude, like, yeah, this is cringe, okay? Like, this is super fucking cringe. But I kind of like it now, okay? Like, it's an awful outfit. It's fucking mega cringe. It's like, oh, peg the patriarchy. If you don't know what it is, look it up, right? Like Cara Delevingne is literally the fucking daughter of, like, some of the most, like, wealthy landlords on the fucking planet, okay? Just like every one of those celebrities that is attending the Met Gala are. These are beneficiaries of a profound amount of intergenerational wealth that they've been able to secure through, oftentimes, like, directly through, like, the slave trade, you know what I mean? Or, like, owning fucking sugar plantations, shit like that. And then their fucking parents and their grandparents become, like, massive landlords in areas like London and whatnot. They become lords and shit like that. And then they themselves have been brought up in this. They themselves have been brought up in this fucking world. And now they're turning around and, you know, rocking these kinds of like aggressive, annoying fucking fits. But my God, it makes me so fucking happy when I see like pearl clutching Andes like this. Like people like Ben Shapiro. Her father was a leader of the Black and Tans. Yeah, like her father literally assassinated random Irish people. Okay. Which, by the way, I didn't know. I didn't know when I matched her on Raya. Would I still go on a date with her? Absolutely. I'm a fucking phony. I'm a fake. Whatever. But also, just, you know, to give you a frame of reference, like, same, bruh. Anyway, but like I said, Ben Shabibo, like, pearl clutching and being upset about, again, yet another instance of, like, aesthetic, performative, nonsensical fucking acts like this is hilarious to me, okay? So, Ben, an obscure practice such as pegging. Imagine thinking your conservative male audience isn't familiar with pegging. Pepela, I agree. Sure, Ben knows all about pegging and stuff, but equating penetration with power is kind of a shitty and a miss for me. Yeah, I just, like, every part of this message and all of this is just, like, silly as fuck.
Aggressive sexual act on men. Peg the patriarchy, right? Which, yeah. And she's pegging the patriarchy by being a model for the pleasure of men, generally speaking.
Oh my God. Yes. Modeling is when you are, you know, fitting your expectations of the male gaze. Like when you look like this, dude. If there's one person that is literally not trying to fucking appeal to the male gaze, it's fucking Cara Delevingne, okay? Holy shit. She literally has like the wet hair and everything, dude. She's just like, this is the most lesbian outfit you could put together, okay? What the fuck are you talking about? You're literally looking at a photo like this and going like, oh my God, trying to appeal to the male gaze. Like, God damn, dude.
Courage and bravery. Peg the patriarchy. Form the more aggressive sexual act on men. Peg the patriarchy, right? Which, yeah. And she's pegging the patriarchy.
What was that? Wait, hold on. I gotta run that again. Wait, what?
Courage and bravery. Peg the women patriarchy. Because pegging, of course, is an obscure sexual practice. Aggressive sexual act on men. Peg the patriarchy, right? Which, yeah. And
stop, dude. What the fuck? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's pegging the patriarchy by being a model for the pleasure of men, generally speaking. And also, she's pegging the patriarchy by wearing scantily clad outfits that say this. And the patriarchy is quaking in its boots, let me tell you. Just, I mean, wow.
Yeah, the only time you defeat the patriarchy is when you fucking wear a burqa, dude. Like, Kim Kardashian was pegging the patriarchy by dressing up the way that she did.
The courage. You know, by the way, where the patriarchy is actually dominant, you think a woman could wear this? So in Afghanistan right now, the patriarchy is pretty dominant. If Cara Delevingne walked out...
Again, another self-report, by the way. Another self-report where Ben Shabibo is like, I like what the Afghans are doing. Or you're literally an Orthodox Jew. What are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? Like, listen, if my religious practices also fucking covered women up, I wouldn't be talking about it like this, okay? I wouldn't unironically be like, it's only bad when the Muslims do it. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, women are not allowed to dress up this way.
Out on the streets of Afghanistan, she would be dead within approximately 22 seconds because she doesn't live in a patriarchy. That's the thing. She lives in a free republic. Okay, but peg the patriarchy, such courage. And doing it at the Met Gala of all places. I mean, she's not even doing...
Ben Shapiro's worldview is strikingly similar to the Taliban. Okay? Make no mistake. Like, let's not act like Ben Shapiro's worldview is not literally like... The only difference between Ben and like some fucking mullah in Afghanistan is that they can get away with doing whatever the fuck they want because they run the country now. Whereas Ben can't get away with everything that he wants, so he has to fucking act like he's not totally disgusted by the existence of homosexuals and women being able to fucking wear whatever they want. So he has to couch that kind of like anger that he feels towards them in a more acceptable medium so that he can still continue to be like welcomed in liberal circles, you know, because he maintains that civility. That's the only fucking difference, dude. Okay?
Doing it like a truck stop in Ohio. She's doing it at the Met Gala. That's where the patriarchy lives. Unbelievable courage. Stunning bravery. And we'll get to more of this in just 1 second because it is indicative of the culture gap that has emerged in the United States and that actually has basically...
I can't believe you believe the patriarchy exists, and yet here you are, unmurdered in the streets for wearing what you're wearing. Yes, the only manifestation of patriarchy is when women are murdered for wearing clothes. Anything outside of that is not even indicative of the patriarchy. Like, yeah, cool, dude, sick. Yeah, only patriarchy exists in Afghanistan, and it's bad in Afghanistan, but if it existed here in my own personal community, of course, I welcome that because, you know, I'm white. So there's that. It's only bad when the Browns do it.
Divided the country. Everybody thinks in the intelligentsia that it's economics that divides America. Economics does not divide Americans. Everybody seems to think that it's policy that divides Americans. In some cases, it's policy, but more than that, it is this cultural divide where you have half the country that believes that their politics are values and that their values are better.
Wait, that's literally conservatives too. What the fuck? Then you're literally a religious conservative. What the fuck is he saying? You unironically advocate for like religious conservatism at the federal level. I don't understand. Like, which side is like thinking that their politics are fucking values? Politics are values, by the way. Both sides do it. I don't know why the fuck Ben is like acting like it's only liberals that do this. What the fuck?
That's what they actually believe. They believe that this is an act of courage to wear a thing that says peg the patriarch.
No, it is not a fucking courageous act to wear peg the patriarch at the fucking Met Gala. He's like building a fucking straw man, a liberal straw man that, you know, isn't super far from the fucking truth. There are liberals who probably do think, oh my God, this is such a brave thing. But ultimately, it's a fucking completely idiotic, empty-headed fucking take, okay? It's a silly bitch shit.
To the Met Gala. Or to wear, or to take a little purse that says, "In gay we trust," to the Met Gala, rebelling against the obviously deeply home.
The patriarchy doesn't exist. Also, you know, join my bounty hunter organization that I created so we can make $10,000 every time we snitch on a woman trying to get an abortion. Patriarchy only in Afghanistan. Definitely not in America, by the way.
Homophobic board of the Met Gala. By the way, I mean, who are you rebelling against? I'm wondering. To whom are you speaking? Like the chairs of the 2021 Met Gala are Timothy Chalamet, who most recently was Oscar nominated for playing a gay person in a film, which is still okay, by the way. You're allowed to be straight and play a gay guy, which frankly, I don't understand that. That seems like that violates all the strictures that we have been told exist when it comes to you're not allowed to act like a person you're not. Billie Eilish, obviously very homophobic. Amanda Gorman, super homophobic. And Naomi Osaka. And Tom Ford also is an honorary chair, as is Adam Mosseri and Anna Wintour. I mean, can you imagine a bigger level of anti-gay bigotry than that? And the courage of Megan Rapinoe walking up wearing an "In Gay We Trust" purse, like unbelievable. They're all cosplaying Revolution Gang. It's cosplaying. It is a mockery. So I'm glad they do it. We didn't even get to the best. We're getting there, guys. Hang on. First, let us talk about a simple fact. A lot of your equity is tied up in your home. It could be a $50,000, $100,000, it could be more. Cybercrime experts are alerting homeowners the more equity you have, the greater the chance foreign and domestic criminals will come after you. After all, as John Dillinger once says, the reason that he robbed banks is because that's where the money was. The basic concept exists when it comes to home equity as well. Home title theft is one of the fastest growing crimes. In fact, Home Title Lock, America's leader in home title protection, is alerting homeowners that could already be a victim and not know it. Here's how it goes down.
Oh, I love when you swap from fucking moralizing about Timothy Chalamet playing a gay person as a straight guy to like home title theft is one of the biggest problems in America.
So Grimes showed up, and frankly, I don't know anything about Grimes other than that this dress is hideous. But this person Grimes, who I will assume her gender for the sake of.
Okay, you wanna know my hot take? I obviously think Grimes is a fucking clown and shit. Actually, I don't think her dress is bad. I low-key liked her dress. I immediately wanted to say true just because I don't like Grimes, but her dress was fucking cool. It was fucking dope, dude. It was dope. I mean, it's subjective, but I liked it.
Of argument. She showed up carrying.
Like, what the fuck does this clown know about fashion, by the way? I mean, you could say the same about me too, but at least I fucking put some effort into it. This motherfucker is like a cartoon character. He just has like a closet full of the same clothes that he wears every day.
A large medieval style sword. Now, this sword is special. Because again, remember, cosplaying. This sword is super special because this sword was from a melted down AR-15.
That concept is like not bad either. I mean, it's cool. It's fucking cool. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with anything that Grimes did, except for fucking dating Elon Musk and like defending him regularly. You know?
Now, here's the thing about that. So, if you are going to do the swords into plowshares routine, you actually have to beat the sword into a plowshare. What a stupid person would do is beat the sword down into 2 daggers. That doesn't have the same impact. So if your idea is, I will take this very dangerous weapon and I will melt it down into a slightly less dangerous weapon, this just makes you seem stupid. Which, unfortunately for us, our celebrity class, most certainly are.
Dude, this is such a funny fucking take. It's like, he isn't wrong? What? No, of course he's fucking wrong. First of all, it's literally an art thing. It's not for actual combat. And if swords are only slightly less dangerous than AR-15s, then let's do it. Let's just arm everybody with swords instead of fucking AR-15s. Why isn't the American military using the fucking melted down swords when they go into Afghanistan? Huh? Why the fuck are they kitted out with AR-15s then? So dumb. And it's not like she's gonna use the fucking sword to kill people, you psycho.
So there was that. And right now I'm just doing the political stuff, right? I mean, then there's just the bizarre, like Kim Kardashian showing up wearing the GIMP outfit from Pulp Fiction. Right? This is just bizarre. Like, I don't even know what's happening here. By the way, I mean, we were speaking about outfits that might be popular in Afghanistan these days. This one might be popular. So you have Kim Kardashian. But then you have Carolyn...
Again, Ben Shapiro. It's only bad when the Taliban do it. It's good when we do it.
Maloney. So Carolyn Maloney is a congresswoman from New York. Her net worth is somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 to $13 million.
Yeah, she sucks. She sucks. Is terrible.
She's been a congressperson since...
She's exactly the type of person that goes to the fucking Met Gala, by the way.
1993. So she is not a victimized woman in the United States because, let's face it, women in the United States are not as a class victimized. That is a silly, silly contention, especially given the fact that not only do a majority of college students, not only are they female, a vast majority of college students are female. In fact, there's pretty good evidence that males are dropping out of the college force at exorbitant rates, and nobody wants to talk about it because, of course, males are the baddies. Males are the patriarchy. Doesn't matter that the patriarchy doesn't actually rule the country, but still. So Carolyn...
Yeah, dude, the patriarchy doesn't rule the country. Once again, look to Texas, okay? Look to the fucking Supreme Court. Look to the Federalist Society. Look to all of these minority groups that represent the interests of, like, literally a fucking very vocal minority, the evangelical base, and what they subject women to in the form of legislation or by completely subverting legislation and also well-established fucking amendments in an effort to well-established Supreme Court decisions in an effort to fucking shit on women across the board. Like, I love that his proof is that women dominate the country now because there's more women going to college. Sick, dude. I can't believe that there are more women going to college than men now, so that they can also suffer in the fucking dog shit jobs market with the rest of the men, okay?
Maloney wore this dress that has these giant banners coming out of the side of it saying equal rights for women. Ah, so much bravery. Ah, at the Met Gala. And I'm just going to point out in this particular photo.
90% of all media is produced, written, and directed by men. 70% of all fashion designers are men. Women's fall for men's suffering, though.
Carolyn Maloney. She's wearing this thing that says equal rights for women. By the way, she's most famous in Congress for having back at the beginning of the Afghan war worn a full burqa on the floor of the House to demonstrate how much she cared about equal rights for women in Afghanistan. Meanwhile, let's say that her criticism of the Biden administration for pulling out of Afghanistan and those women being stuffed back into burqas has been at least somewhat muted. Anyway, in this particular...
Oh my fucking lord, dude. Back then, what she did was not good. Like, that was psychotic, dude. Only a bloodthirsty monster like Ben Shapiro would, like, end up criticizing Carolyn Maloney's idiotic fucking acts in Congress and then flub that. Like, you have a wide open opportunity to shit on this person, okay? Like, a wide open opportunity to shit on this person, and then you fucking ended up making it. You just fumbled it, dude. You fucking fumbled it, you dumbass. It's good when she's virtue signaling 20 years ago in Congress. It's bad when she's not virtue signaling enough now in Congress. It's also bad that she's virtue signaling at the gala.
Particular photo. Carolyn Maloney cosplaying. She has this equal rights for women, these banners coming off. And in the background, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 women, all staffers for the Met Gala, who are all masked. She is not wearing a mask because she is a special. She's a special person. Now, one of the things that we have been told is that if you are vaccinated, you are still supposed to mask, right? This is what the CDC now says because they're idiots. This is because they have decided that we have to protect the unvaccinated from the vaccinated, and we have to protect the vaccinated from the unvaccinated. None of it makes any sense. But these are the rules. We have been told the rules by our moral betters that you are supposed to mask no matter where you go. And it does not matter if everybody at the ball had already been tested. It doesn't matter if everybody at the ball had been vaccinated. You're still supposed to wear the mask unless you are one of the special people. If you're Carolyn Maloney and you want equal rights for women, equal rights for some women, you see. If you're the staffing help, if you are the poor suckers who got roped into providing the stage support for this little show, then you have to mask up in the background. It really is quite telling, right? You have all the women in the background who are all wearing masks because they are part of the lower class. And then you have the specials. And the specials, except for Kim Kardashian, who's wearing a bag over her head, all the specials are completely unmasked. Contra the CDC.
This is the worst part about it. Okay, this is the worst part about it because, once again, heightening the contradictions within the classes only to fucking take that anger, that justifiable anger that the working class should feel towards those who have more than them, or those who have accrued their wealth off of the exploitation of the working class, and then redirecting it back to like mask wearing, some bullshit aesthetic fucking public health measure that you're upset about, okay? That sucks. That fucking sucks. And it's effective. It radicalizes people. That is a powerful image. You see that, you don't like wearing masks, and you see this shit, you see the fucking public health measure, and you see that it's like actually not for those who are wealthy, actually not for those who are, you know, attending the gala. And that sucks. So is it true or not? The CDC's public health measures are good. Okay? They are. They're ultimately to fucking, you know, make sure that people don't die. But all of those people there are fucking vaccinated. Every single person that's there is vaccinated. Like literally every single person. Perhaps those people that are working behind the fucking scenes could have also went about this unvaccinated. Or not unvaccinated, sorry. They could have went about this without wearing masks. But the OSHA guidelines dictate that you have to wear a mask. They're supposed to wear the mask inside, not on the carpet. Yeah, they're taking photos. This is a part of like, it's like the same concept as, like, I shot stuff, if you guys remember, at the 100 Thieves compound. I was already vaccinated, but this was a time when not everyone was. And when we were shooting something, like when I was on camera, I didn't wear a fucking mask, obviously. You're not supposed to wear a fucking mask when you are on camera. But when I was off camera, they made you wear a mask all the time. Now, I don't know if they're still doing that. They publicly admit to not wearing a mask. Bitch, you've seen me not wear a mask in public in a fucking shoot. It's like me saying, why the fuck is Ben Shapiro not wearing a mask right now in his own studio? You brain dead idiot. Corona doesn't stop when you're on camera. But obviously, it would be fucking ridiculous to make everybody wear a mask when they're literally on camera. The best way to avoid this problem, however, is to be like, every single person in here is tested. Every single person in here has been vaccinated. Every single person in here has been tested. So this is what you get, an unmasked event. If you actually fucking do the, you actually fucking get tested and get vaccinated. Including the people that are working on the sidelines.
7 women, all staffers for the Met Gala, who are all masked. She is not wearing a mask because she is a special. She's a special person. Now, one of the things that we have been told is that if you are vaccinated, you are still supposed to mask, right? This is what the CDC now says because they're idiots. This is because they have decided that we have to protect the unvaccinated from the vaccinated, and we have to protect the vaccinated from the unvaccinated. None of it makes any sense. But these are the rules. We have been told the rules by our moral betters that you're supposed to mask no matter where you go. And it does not matter if everybody at the ball had already been tested. It doesn't matter if everybody at the ball had been vaccinated. You're still supposed to wear the mask unless you are one of the special people. If you're Carolyn Maloney and you want equal rights for women, equal rights for some women.
By the way, this is precisely why fucking promoting these sorts of events is like not a good look ultimately, okay? Like, because everyone's going to shit on you. Same with the fucking Obama, same with the fucking Obama birthday. Like, people are going to fucking use this as an opportunity to be like, yeah, look at you, dude. Look at these fucking people. Like, they're having fun. You don't get to have fun.
Women, you see. If you're the staffing help, if you are the poor suckers who got roped into providing the stage support for this little show, then you have to mask up in the background. And it really is quite telling, right? You have all the women in the background who are all wearing masks because they are part of the lower class. And then you have the specials. And the specials, except for Kim Kardashian, who's wearing a bag over her head, all the specials are completely unmasked. Contra the CDC. Because they are, but they're the revolutionaries, guys. They are indeed the revolution. Okay, in 1 second, we're going to get to the greatest of all cosplaying revolutionaries. The inimitable, irreverent, irreplaceable, so fresh, so face, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. So much freshness, so much faceness. The fresh face, brilliant, unbelievable, revolutionary, stunning, iconic. We're going to get to this in just 1 second because I have some thoughts. First, let us talk about a simple fact, which is you'd like to keep your home safe. I'd like to keep my home safe. It matters a lot to me. This is why I rely on Ring Alarm, particularly when I'm out of town.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on. Oh, wow. He fucking talked about this for 23
Revolutionary cosplayers. So fresh. So unbelievably face.
Dude, he is so horny. He is like, dude, someone needs to stop Ben. I mean, he's too horny. He is uncontrollably horny. He fucking fit 2 ads in there, dude.
Some freshness and the fresh of faceness. AOC showed up to the Met Gala. Now, nothing says woman of the people like showing up to a gala where the average ticket costs $30,000. Now, I assume she didn't pay for that. I assume that she was gifted the ticket by somebody in the management at the Met Gala. She wore a white dress from I actually was wondering who the maker of the dress was. Apparently, the maker of the dress is some famous shoe designer. I guess they don't even sell dresses normally. So they made it special for her. And she was wearing a special white dress with a slogan on the back of it reading, "Tax the Rich." Tax the rich. At the Met Gala, surrounded by all of the rich people, including AOC, who makes $174,000 a year, not being a barmaid, but being a person who is in Congress mouthing off on Instagram.
I mean, I'm in favor of fucking lowering how much congresspersons get paid, to be perfectly clear. Like, but you know, $174,000 a year that you're getting paid, especially when you're fucking AOC and you don't have, like, you know, when you don't have assets like Joe Manchin or every other fucking politician. I don't know. Probably, you know, a lot of your money is going directly to rent in DC and also in New York. And also, the hilarious part about this is like, well, she was just a barmaid. Like, you're already admitting it, dude. You are literally fucking admitting that, like, this is a person who went from, like, working at a fucking bar to being a prominent congressperson who got invited to the fucking Met Gala in 3 years. Okay? Like, there is no, like, glow up story harder than that. The only reason why Ben hates it is because she did it while also representing leftist values. If there was a bartender, a self-made bartender that became like a capitalist voice, like a young capitalist voice, Ben would love this. He would fucking love it, dude. He would be like, oh my God. He would never shut the fuck up about it. Schrodinger's AOC. She's working class barmaid, but also she's a filthy rich elitist. Yeah, exactly.
She is not a member of the lower classes in the United States, gang. Neither is Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is a millionaire who owns 3 homes. AOC is not a member of the blue-collar working class any longer. Okay, so AOC shows up to the Met Gala to hobnob with the rich and famous. Now notice, again, this is cosplaying the revolution. She isn't outside yelling at the people going into...
Rags the riches by becoming a politician? Bro, riches is not true here, okay? Like, I don't think AOC's caked up. I'm gonna be honest with you. You get mad at me, say I'm out of touch, be like, oh, yo, look at this guy, Twitch streamer, thinks like $174,000 is not a lot of money. Like, oh my God. Like, if you think that this person is like fucking super caked up now, you're a psycho. Okay? Like, she went from, yeah, rags to financially stable in comparison to where she was before. She gets paid to private speak. Show me. Show me. She gets more than 170K through benefits law. Show me. Chatters whose fucking parents make more than that, okay, are literally like living in their little McMansions in fucking Idaho being like, oh my God, AOC is so fucking caked up. She's so rich. Most of her fucking wealth, her unearned wealth, is going directly to fucking rent. Okay? And also, she didn't set the salary. So why are we having this fucking conversation? It's so wild to be like, I can't believe AOC is not well, what's your counter that she should AOC needs to fucking give her money, all of her money away now. Like, fact check, Representative AOC's net worth is not close to $1 million. When she took office in 2019, AOC reported in her first financial disclosure that she had a checking account, a brokerage account, and a 401k plan through the National Hispanic Institute that were worth between $3,000 and $45,000. Her student loan debt through the U.S. Department of Education at the time was listed between $15,000 to $50,000. During the September 2019 hearing on student loan debt, Ocasio-Cortez says she made a payment that reduced her student loan debt to $19,000. Income from the taco restaurants where she tended bar and from her 2018 congressional campaign totaled $25,000. Members of Congress are paid $174,000 a year. We rate that AOC has racked up more than $1 million in net worth as a member of Congress is false based on our research. Going to an event for the rich elites while simultaneously claiming to be against those people is hypocritical? I don't think so. I don't. The only part of that that is like fucking not hypocritical, but just a bad look for PR is wearing a dress that says tax the rich and making it seem as though you went to a fucking Met Gala event as an act of political activism, as an act of selfless political activism. I don't think that hanging out with actors and recording artists aren't the rich she's talking about. How is AOC as a leftist socialist not a hypocrite for going to the Met before you say I'm not a McMansion Andy? I think the only hypocritical side of things is making it seem as though you're doing it as a act of activism. That's it. That's it. Because it plays to the fucking hogs and even normies. It plays right into their fucking desires. It plays right into their fucking false understanding of what like leftism is supposed to represent.
The Met Gala that they need to be taxed more. She's not outside telling them that they should be giving all of the money not to the Metropolitan Museum of Fashion, but to actual poor people. Because let me tell you something. If you donate to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, that money ain't going to the poor. Instead, the idea here is that she is...
See, this is what fucking frustrates me. This is the secondary part of this that frustrates me. Art is oftentimes used as a vehicle for tax evasion. This is certainly true. But I fucking hate that Republicans use this as an opportunity to shit on like funding cultural programs. I fucking despise that, dude. It makes me so mad. It's just like, dude, that's not a bad thing, okay? Funding museums and cultural programs is not a bad thing. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Fuck you, okay? Seriously, fuck you.
She's a heroine. It's iconic, according to reporters for Rolling Stone. Iconic. Oh, incredible. She is, here she is wearing this dress that says tax the rich. And we're all supposed to swoon because, again, she's not actually doing anything revolutionary. She's going to a bunch of people who agree with her about taxing the rich, at least when they're at events like this. And then they go home and they say to their accountant, so where do I stash my cash so I don't get taxed? That's how...
You're making this up. This is projection. And this is the exact same kind of projection that I get too. It's like, it's just, you're literally, you're doing a self-report on how you operate. So you assume that every single person has to be doing the same exact thing. That's it. It's deep suspicion that stems from where you come from. Like, where you're at, how your attitudes are.
How it actually works in Hollywood. You have a bunch of Hollywood higher ups. I'm happy to pay the highest taxes in all the land. And then they call up Berman the accountant. They're like, okay, figure out where to stash Cayman Islands. Would that work for you? How do I avoid?
You're projecting too? Hypocrite? Self-report? Wait, what? How am I projecting? This is something that people say about me all the fucking time too. It's like, oh, dude, you're like, you're utilizing loopholes. You must be like avoiding fucking taxes as best as you can. Motherfucker, I live in California, okay? The fuck do you mean, dude? Of course, many people advocated for me to move to a different place where, property values were obviously a little bit more reasonable. And of course, if I had done that, those are oftentimes states that have no income tax. And that would mean that I was doing tax avoidance. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. You never win in that circumstance. You know what I mean? Like if I move to fucking Texas or Nevada where property values are significantly lower, so I could have like a fucking nice house for way, way cheaper. And of course I would be doing it for tax avoidance. So, there's that too. Why do you care if you're a hypocrite if you're not doing the Puritan ideologue, but two, what?
Hey, what's the minimum I can pay? I noticed a lot of these people are not big on actually the giving of the charity or...
Hassan, your bias for AOC is showing? Why? Because I'm not blindly fucking making an assertion that AOC is like trying to fucking hide her, $174,000 salary that gets divvied up between her fucking apartment in New York and DC? Really? That's why? Because I'm not like making shit up about AOC? Like, is that what we're doing? What a fucking psychotic take from you, chatter. Like... Hassan, you're so biased towards AOC because you're not biased against AOC in the way that I am. She's worth $7 million. No, she's not. You're fucking 14 years old and you have no comprehension of money or anything. Like, how is she evading taxes with a $174,000 salary? Explain that to me. $7 million, this guy said. Does she not have appearance fees and speaking fees? Go ahead, find it. Show me. Show me how much money she's making off of her appearance fees and speaking fees. Go ahead.
The signing of a larger checks to the federal government, I've noticed. But AOC decides to show up and she's going to shame them. And they all look...
Motherfuckers are like, yeah, just source, trust me, bro. Bro, just trust me, bro. Okay, that's my source.
Deeply ashamed, right? They all look as though they have been just slapped in the face with a wet fish. Or, alternatively, they know that she's just part of the game. Because, again, Robespierre didn't show up at Versailles wearing culottes that said, kill the monarchs. He just killed the monarchs.
So what's up? Is AOC now supposed to kill the fucking capitalist class? Is that what she's advocating for? Why is Ben Shapiro falsely taking the fucking stance that a social democratic or democratic socialist, but like definitely, her fucking political desires in the short term certainly are just, basic social democracy. Why is that supposed to be like murdering the fucking wealthy? Like, I don't understand. Would you appreciate it more if she was murdering the wealthy? I am confused by this. I work for the IRS. Looking at her data, she recently made $3 million by selling a property in California. Wow, that's interesting. Was it in West Hollywood?
If you're going to be a revolutionary, you got to be a revolutionary. You don't get to hobnob with the let them eat cake crowd, which is...
But she's not. And that's what I'm always looking at, where it's like, she's not a fucking revolutionary. She's not. She's literally a politician. Why the fuck would a politician be a revolutionary? If she wanted to be a revolutionary, or if others that claim to be revolutionaries, they would be doing revolutionary organizing, okay? Which, by the way, being a social democratic politician in the United States of America will most likely contribute more to revolutionary organizing by, at the very least, normalizing these sorts of positions for a broader audience that would have never even fucking heard about this shit, so they can be radicalized on their own beyond that. Okay?
Which is what she is doing. And there's still a lot of people in this country who are suffering, who can't go back to work. In New York City, you can't go back to work in a lot of places because of all the vaccine requirements.
Why are internet leftists using the same arguments that conservatives do? Because I think a lot of people have false expectations that they placed upon AOC. I think that, like, it's the same concept as, like, Hassan bought a fucking house. It's like, no, you decided that I believed in the same fucking style of politics that you have, that you yourself never actually abide by. If given the chance, you would probably also not abide by those personal brand of ideological leftism. Okay. And they do the same shit for AOC, where they're like, you know, she's supposed to be this like revolutionary vanguard. It's like, she's not. Is she doing performative activism in that situation? Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. Without a doubt. That is performative activism. But the reason why I don't shit on AOC for doing performative activism as much beyond like, it's fucking PR blunder and it's going to make her look worse ultimately to like the Normans. The reason why I don't give a shit about that is because she does good work. She does good work in Congress. Okay? That's just the reality. She does significantly better work than the overwhelming majority of congresspersons alongside the rest of the Progressive Caucus. What exactly has she led or passed in Congress, though, that doesn't just make her sound like a grifter? We talked about this earlier. She literally repealed a fucking amendment that is that put a fucking cap on public funding or publicly funded housing in states that was passed in like 1998. This is one of the many different things that she's done. She does a lot of fucking fundraising for mutual aid. She takes care of her own district like a motherfucker, okay? And people from her district will admit this. She, on top of that, absolutely fundraises like crazy for mutual aid. And then on the legislative side, her and the rest of the Progressive Caucus are actually putting up a really strong front against the moderate Democrats, okay? Against the moderate Democrats that are trying to yeet the $3.5 trillion budget reconciliation package. She doesn't get fucking funded by big business. She advocates for social democratic principles and values. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's significantly better than like 98% of Congress, dude. You're crazy. Now, do I fear that all the glitz and glamour will inadvertently, co-opt her and what she believes in and move her slowly but surely away from like actually organizing for the values that we all believe in that genuinely provide better material conditions for the working class? I do. I actually do worry about that. Her fucking, for the record, her foreign policy is terrible. Her foreign policy is not good. Not good at all. Her takes on Cuba were bad. Her takes on Bolivia was bad. Her takes on Venezuela were bad. She is consistently almost militant when it comes to American foreign policy. It's not good. I criticize that regularly. Her takes on Israel has only recently changed. And that means that, she's, that means that she's like at least susceptible to change. Maybe she's right. No, what the fuck? No. AOC's infinite salary. Thank you for the 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Why do you think that is? Because most people don't give a fuck about American foreign policy. Her takes on Bolivia in the immediate were not good. She changed her stance on Bolivia afterwards. But like, she did meet with some of her constituents that were literally fucking advocating for the Bolivian Christian fascists. So it's not great. For most of you, that is the only thing that matters. You cannot be a leftist and not recognize international struggle. It's a litmus test. I mean, dude, you're talking to me. We're going to watch the Philip DeFranco video in a second. This was literally the day after the coup. What's happening in Bolivia isn't a democracy, it's a coup. The people of Bolivia deserve a free, fair, and peaceful election, not violence, seizures of power. Yeah, but she also literally met with people that were advocates for the Christian fascists. She gets duped with foreign policy stuff. She gets duped by like random people. Do you guys remember when she was talking about Israel and Palestine and literally had like some random fucking person tweeted him? Some random Zionist tweeted him and she was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking coalesce. I'm gonna talk to you. Meeting with people doesn't mean she doesn't agree with them. No, she gets, I think, she is American, okay? And Americans regularly fucking are not knowledgeable. What is this? AOC speaking fees? One is a world-class fighter, the 5th most athlete in the world. The other is a freshman public servant who pretends to be poor, yet to charge the exact same speaking fee. Where is this from? CelebrityTalent.net? That's your fucking, that's your proof? CelebrityTalent.net, dude? Fuck it, dude. Yo, fuck it. Let's just watch some porn. Actually, you know what? I just want to be banned at this point. Fuck it. This is the processing power of my fucking community is AOC speaking fees from celebritytalent.net. Yet another one of those like AI organized websites that say I'm already married with children and have like a vast net worth of $17 million. Come on, bro. Anyway. Porn react stream would be cool, actually. What is this? Oh, dude, Keemstar. Oh, my fucking God. Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Okay, where the fuck were we? Let's finish this Ben Shabibo video, please. Oh, my God, for the love of Christ.
AOC's district is one of the less wealthy districts in New York. And here she is.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah, and she's insanely popular. So what does that tell you, dumbass? As we honor the coup victims in Bolivia, I want to thank AOC for her leadership. She was one of the few in the U.S. Congress that denounced the coup, and she passed legislation that banned the U.S. from sending weapons from crowd control equipment to Ania's regime. Okay, yeah, okay, not Bolivia. I take back what I said about Bolivia. Here's Representative AOC. She has what is this? This shows her congressional committees that she's a part of: financial services, oversight and government reform. Her disclosure, full disclosure, $565,000. These are the funds that she got, right? Isn't that like her net worth? According to her net worth is minus $46,000, dude. She has a negative net worth back from 2018, of course. I was like fucking broken here, dude.
Is taking that out. You know, Joe Manchin, who's really bad. Joe Manchin. The plutocrat, Joe Manchin. I didn't see him at the Met Gala. I didn't see this piece of work.
Yeah, dude. Joe Manchin is actually... Dude, okay. This is the great... Okay, there you go. That's the argument, dude. Socialism is when no Met Gala. Joe Manchin is now a socialist. Okay? Joe Manchin is now a better fucking friend to the working class, despite the fact that, you know, he routinely fucks over the working class. Directly to fucking line his pockets.
In the Met Gala. There she was, the Met Gala, hobnobbing with all of her fashionable friends, standing up to the patriarchy, standing up to capitalism with all of these beneficiaries of capitalism who are dancing with the mask of the Red Death at the ball that protects them from being part of the rest of the pandemic. It is galling to say the least, for sure. Now, I guess the dresses designer was Aurora James. And she went with her dress designer. And she discussed what it means to be working class women of color at the Met. Yes, wow. It's like Cinderella going to the ball.
I mean, it literally is in many ways, though. Like, you already fucking made fun of her for being a barmaid. Like, you literally are talking about someone who worked at a fucking bar and had a negative net worth until like 2 years ago, who's now like a prominent figure in leftist fucking spaces, who was invited to the fucking Met Gala. Like, yeah. Why are you so fucking triggered by this, dude? I don't understand. I mean, I know why he's triggered by this. Like I said, if it was a fucking Republican in a similar position, Republicans would love fucking talking about how great this guy is, okay?
Yeah, wow. There was AOC. She was sitting in her kitchen, doing an Instagram post about how to make a smoothie, and she looked over into the fire, and she just began sifting through the ashes for a potato, a crumb to eat. And that's when they began calling her AO Cinderella.
Dude, I hate this. Like, I hate this so much. Like, you have to literally be in a destitute position to advocate for fucking progressive change, dude.
And AO Cinderella then had Billy Porter arrive as the fairy godmother and grant her wish, which was to go to the ball with all of the special people, wearing a dress that said on the back, tax the rich.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the fucking, her meeting with constituents that, like, were the coup organizers. You know why? Because ultimately she called it a fucking coup d'etat, and then she continued to stop the coup from, like, she continued to stop support to the coup government. So it doesn't matter. If you're still posting this after we already mentioned this, then you're fucking delusional. You just hate AOC and want to fucking shit on her. I'm even saying that I was wrong. Her takes on fucking Venezuela were bad, though. And her take on Cuba was like both siding it and talking about how, like, fucking, you know, Cuban people deserve freedom from the oppressive government or whatever the fuck. Same shit that Bernie Sanders does from time to time too. Don't get me wrong. Okay. So isn't Cuba a dictatorship? Yeah, of the proletariat. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's fucking, it is definitely an oppressive structure. They have an interesting democratic organization when it comes to local elections. Ultimately, though, there are reasons as to why that governance is more authoritarian than I would like it to be, personally. And that is, of course, that they're constantly waging war with the most powerful imperialist force on the fucking planet that they happen to literally, like, you know, be in the backyard of. It's like a stone toss away. And they've very successfully been able to put up a fight against that imperialist force. More authoritarian than I would like them to be? No, they have a lot of authoritarian shit that they do in fucking Cuba. 1000%. It's not good. But this notion, but remember, a lot of that is agitated and totally fucking exaggerated within American media. What happened to those fucking Cuban protests, bro? Like, what happened? Remember how everyone, oh man, everyone was rising up against the fucking Cuban government, right? Fuck, dude, that was so, people were so fucking mad. And then as soon as that conversation shifted over to the genuine concern that hurts Cuban people, both even Cuban Americans that are not complete psychopaths, and also Cubans living in Cuba, which is the fucking insane sanctions and the embargo, and America controlling all manner of fucking goods going in and out of Cuba, all of a sudden, we stopped talking about Cuba Libre immediately. Okay? Why'd that happen? How'd that happen? What's happening? Are they still dying out there? Yeah, everybody fucking forgot about Cuba. Yeah, the authoritarian Cuban regime, for some weird reason, you know, is fucking less brutal with its fucking police force than the American one. So, come the fuck on, dude. Half the fucking protest footage that Fox News and American media showed were literally pro-government protesters. Yeah, and the biggest like counter protest to Cuba was trying to make, or at least on this platform, was claiming that saying gusano is a fucking slur. And it got people to like I got people to unironically call it the G word for like a week. Now everybody forgot about it. Do you want to know why? Because it's all fucking bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Wow. And then she turned back into a pumpkin. She had to go back to Washington, D.C. and hang out with all the other pumpkins. So here she was, blue-collar AOC, explaining her own heroism. Ah, not all heroes wear capes. Some wear $2,000 dresses designed by Aurora James. Here she is.
When Aurora and I were first kind of partnered, we really started having a conversation about what it means to be working class women of color at the Met. And
oh my God.
Why do you get to decide if it's a slur or not? I mean, I don't. I just think it's fucking ridiculous. Like, you know, crying about fucking cracker being a slur or Karen being a slur. You don't have that same moral consistency that you uphold, that you value so much. If you're literally fucking running around saying cracker or Karen or any number of different things. So shut the fuck up, bitch. Also a slur. Triggered little bitch. Anyway.
That, you know, we can't just play along, but we need to break the fourth wall and challenge some of the institutions. And you know, while the Met is known for its spectacle, we should have a conversation about it.
Well, they're known about the spectacle. We should have a conversation about it. You know what the conversation is? That you're a hypocrite. That's the conversation. We're standing outside with the signs.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. That is what the conversation turned into, which is why I'm saying that, like, it didn't yield a productive conversation about, like, you know, taxing the wealthy or, you know, having Gilded Age level wealth inequality. Okay, it was just not good. It was just, like, fucking bad. It was a flop, straight up. Okay, like, people keep saying, but it trended on Twitter. But it trended. Like, yeah, it trended for the wrong reasons. Okay, liberals might have liked it, but I think for the most average person, Hassan is jealous. Lol. Yeah, dude, I'm so jealous. Yeah, if I criticize AOC, I'm jealous. If I fucking defend AOC, I'm a simp cuck defending AOC. I know. You know, you just have no fucking argument. So you're just making shit up. I think I took a very, very reasoned approach to this conversation that isn't like coming from a point of envy. I've talked about how I think it's perfectly fucking fine for someone to want to go and like meet cool people at a fucking Met Gala or some shit. Okay.
Attendees also was Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who caused a bit of controversy for wearing a dress with the message, tax the rich. Some folks said it was inappropriate as a politician for her to even be there, but others said she's in the right place if she wants to get the wealthy on board with taxing the rich. So the question is...
Yeah, that's bullshit. Like, there is no asking kindly. Like, I don't think that wearing tax the rich as a fucking dress to the Met Gala is like asking the wealthy kindly to like, you know, give up more of their fucking resources or give up more of their wealth that they have earned through the process of exploitation. And that's what I mean. It's like not a threatening position. It's not a threatening stance. And it's not real activism. It's just performative. And that's precisely why I was saying, like, it would have been better off overall if she didn't fucking wear a tax the rich dress and just went straight up and then used the space that she had in that moment when people were fucking pointing a microphone at her to have a better message overall, to be like, yeah, of course I'm going to go here. You know, obviously I want to meet some of these fucking cool people, but let us not forget that this is literally just like a gluttonous demonstration of wealth hoarding, and that the reality is that there are people suffering out there, and we should be doing more about the wealth disparity that exists in this country that is resembling, or if not worse, than the fucking Gilded Age. And, you know, this shit can't continue for as long as it has. Okay, mansplain some more? Oh, God. I just hear another man talking about the women. Mansplain some more. I'm a fucking commentator that's male, okay? Like, every concept that I engage in is mansplaining, you dumb fucking baboon-brained radlib, dude. Holy shit. Mansplain some more! Fuck you, dude. Shut the fuck up, you idiot. Fuck.
In your all's opinion, what did you think?
I didn't mind it. I don't mind it. I mean, she goes into a situation where people are rich, and she basically says, we're taxing you. You know? I mean, that takes courage. It takes balls to do that. It's like if I went into the Republican National Convention and said, Trump lost. It's a similar idea. It's not.
No, you may not come out alive in that
It's
situation.
not the popular position, and she did it. And I like her. I think that she takes risks. I think she goes out there and does things against the grain. And she stirs people up so that they get mad at her. What did they call her the other day? Young lady Manchin.
Yeah.
Called it, well, I don't talk to the young lady. She's a congresswoman.
Yeah.
And she's very smart.
Yes.
My question is, though, is she doing that? Because, like, I think it's the height of efficiency if she comes in with invoices for everybody there.
Yeah.
Because there's like 3.5 trillion to get to here, and
Yeah, the target audience of wine moms will absolutely appreciate this, by the way. Like, Austin probably loved this shit, okay? Austin, who is literally a fucking Democrat, liberal wine mom. You get it? So this is good media exposure for... I'm glad your angle is perfectly congruent with the pukes that make up the view. Really? You think I agree with the sentiment? They're literally looking at this performative activism and saying it's fucking good. I already mentioned that this is the kind of publicity that's going to work with liberal wine moms like Austin. But for the average Norman who does not watch the fucking View, they're not going to appreciate this. They're going to be like, oh, this is another fucking rich person. Like, this is another like fake leftist, blah, blah, blah.
a lot of it's in that room. And there's also a nifty way to show who had the money and who didn't, because those folks who were rich didn't have masks and everyone else did, which I thought was interesting.
Which people didn't have masks? They're all rich.
All the
so
assistants and all the security all wore masks. And
We
the red
all
carpet
wore,
was
no, I have to tell you, outside, we did not wear masks. When we went into that dinner, you had to wear the mask. You had to wear the mask, and only when you were eating.
Yeah. And everyone was
I'm glad to see people
vaccinated.
partying.
Everyone had to be vaccinated.
When I tell you that they asked for everything but my mother's DNA, they weren't playing.
Sure,
But
they
you
didn't
know
want
what freaked me out about this? I've been trying to figure out, because they say the 1%, the top 1%. Do you know how much the top 1% is considered? People who make about $421,000 a year make you part of the 1%.
Really? Yeah, this is the 0.00001%.
It is, and for me, this is outrageous, you know, because there are, listen, in America, you're supposed to be able to come and turn yourself into everything.
I think that
Legit question, I agree with you, but what would you want AOC to do? Not agree with her? I've already mentioned it like 11 times since I fucking started today. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna like fucking repeat myself over and over again. I ultimately don't like. I've talked about this because it's good clickbait shit, but like I ultimately don't give a fuck. Like,
what gets people ticked off is the fact that Bezos and that level do not pay taxes.
Well, that's
that
a
is
crime.
the outrage, and what
Well,
makes
they
that
should get on board to fix the code then, because the
Well, that's
problem
what
is
they're
that
trying
it's
to do.
legal right now, and then we let it happen over and over without any of these people saying, "Let me show you my cheat sheet of how I sidestep the whole system." You know?
I wanted to talk about fashion.
I mean, but fashion is the advocacy now. That's what that became.
Can I just say Lupita Nyong'o killed it in denim? I think J-Lo killed it in Ralph Lauren, the quintessential American designer. Debbie Harry, Blondie fame, killed it wearing the American flag, I think in a very patriotic and fashionable way. Yes. These are Americans. I think they channeled the American theme. And then I think Naomi Osaka in Louis Vuitton was absolutely phenomenal. On the left, Iman.
Yes, Queen.
Was Queen
Queen
Iman.
That was
like
was
the Busby
fantastic.
Berkeley. Remember the
in
old
gold
movies that
Harris
they used to
Reed.
do?
Fabulous.
And then finally, Kiki
there you go. They moved on. It's already done. They fucking talked about AOC. They said, you know, it was cute. And that's the reality. That's what the left is upset about. Okay. That it's just like, it's easy to reduce this to just cute. And that's precisely what it is. It's just fucking cute. You are not a serious threat. You are not presenting a serious threat to the financial status of the wealthy if you're wearing a fucking tax the rich dress when you go to the Met. Which is why I said, like, I don't personally give a fuck about people going to the Met Gala. Great, you know, if you get the opportunity to hang out with some fucking cool ass people, I mean, I'll take it. Never gonna happen. But ultimately, it's not like a serious instance of activism or anything like that. So I think people shouldn't, like, I just don't think that you should try to do that. Like, I don't think you should try to make it seem like it was a fucking serious bit of activism or anything like that. Like, she should just owned it. Do you feel me? Do you guys understand? Nobody on Twitch is a threat to the rich glass house. I don't disagree with you. I don't. Like, people say this all the fucking time. I don't. I'm not a fucking revolutionary vanguard party organizer. I'm a fucking Twitch streamer who tries to do his very best to cover the news from a fucking leftist perspective, okay? And do a little bit of good old wholesome fucking class consciousness and a little bit of agitation, okay? And even that is so much for so many people because of the way that we are positioned in the United States of America. We're so fucking blinded by capitalist dogma that, like, even what I do here is still impactful. So many fucking people that are in this community have changed their minds as a consequence of this kind of reporting and this kind of attitude that I take for the most part. Okay? But my goal isn't to fucking, you know, murder rich people. If that's what you think, then you're fucking stupid. Okay? My goal is to try to mold the young minds of America as best as I can to recognize the fucking reality that this system is designed in a certain way to have these kind of outcomes that oppress them, that hurt them, okay? Make sense of the anger that they feel because they recognize the helplessness that they experience, okay? And that's what I do, and I try to do that as best as I can while also simultaneously fucking, you know, doing cussy memes and watching dumb fucking reality TV shows, okay? It's not anything beyond that. So for those who think that, like, this is building the fucking Revolutionary Vanguard Party, you're wrong. While making tons of money? Yes. But I was saying these exact same fucking things. You've been saying this. You also said this at the H3H3 interview. Yeah. I've been saying the exact same things when I had fucking 10 people watching me on Twitch. I've been saying these exact same things when I was on the Young Turks. I was saying these exact same things for many, many years. It's just that now I get to speak to a more crowded room. Okay? So it's all a grift? What? How do you get it's a grift from anything I just said? How do you arrive at the conclusion that this is a grift? For it to be a grift, I need to be telling you that, like, I'm actually fucking, you know, arming the Revolutionary Vanguard Party, comrades, and that's how you need to fucking, that's why you need to subscribe to me. Okay? If you get money, it's a grift. No, that's not how this works. And what's wild to me is that like people come here willingly to watch and then fucking lose their shit when other willing watchers and participants that may have even come in originally to fucking hate on me are now fans and want to fucking subscribe. Okay? And that blows my mind. It's like, dude, just give it time. You will also find yourself in the same fucking situation. Okay? Have you considered getting politically involved? Running for office? It'll never happen. I will never be able to run for office because of the things I've said and because of the things I will continue to say. It will always be used against me. But as far as political involvement goes, like door knocking, organizing, giving money to mutual aid, also, having awesome candidates on the show, I do all of that. Some publicly, some not publicly, as far as donations goes. So, understand that. I'm here to help you articulate some of the feelings that you have towards this system that oppresses you. Okay? That's it. And to do fucking cussy memes while I do that. Oh, last thing. Love your dress, but what do you want to say to the critics for attending the Met Gala? I thought about the criticism I'd get, but honestly, I and my body have been so heavily and relentlessly policed from all corners of politically since the moment I won my election that it's kind of become expected and normalized to me. The irony is that when women in power take the prospect of criticism to be cautious in their actions, they are being criticized for being inauthentic or too calculated. Ultimately, the haters hate it. Of the people who are thoughtful were thoughtful. But we all had a conversation about taxing the rich in front of the very people who lobby against it and punctured the fourth wall of excess and spectacle. Honestly, our culture is deeply disdainful and unsupportive of women, especially women of color and working class women and LGBTQ immigrant from the bottom up. Whether it's a lack of childcare support or especially reserving pillory for elected women and femme people. The more intersections one has, the deeper the disdain. It's just like, it's a leftist ass meme, but it's very liberal. For example, did you know that many elected officials regularly attend due to our responsibilities in keeping cultural institutions accessible to the public? That I was one of many yesterday. Did you know that if you live in New York City area, you can go to the Met, including the same costume exhibit the wealthy saw last night for as little dollars as you'd like? Check it out this weekend because the Met belongs to the people. Okay. Like, there are so many people that fucking criticize their because of sexism and because of racism and all this other stuff. The only legitimate criticisms are just that, like, are you defanging your ideals in an effort to be to be beloved by the wealthy oligarchs? I don't think so. Some seem to think so, and that's precisely why I say I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't think so. I don't think so. How did the rumor start about AOC unfollowing you? I think it was Cussy Smith. Breaking news: AOC and Rashida Tlaib and Mark Pecan are leading a renewed effort to prohibit the delivery of U.S.-made bombs to Israel. The latest example of how Israel's May assault on Gaza spurred progressives to challenge U.S. arms sales to Israel. Hassan coping hard. Hassan cope for what? Dude, I feel like people are so strange. They get like mad, but they don't even know what they're mad about. They like motherfuckers be like, "Dog, you're coping." It's like, what am I coping about?
Now, and today's recall election for Governor Gavin Newsom. President Biden closed out the campaign for Newsom last night as Newsom fights to keep his job, keep Democrats in control of America's largest state. Matt Gutman has the latest. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, George.
Oh, we were gonna do Philly DeFranco. Where's the Philip DeFranco video, chat? Okay, stop screaming. Give me the fucking Philip DeFranco one. Okay. This one's titled Shame on You, Ethan Klein, Hassan Piker, and Nicki Minaj, AOC, Met Gala Backlash, Controversy, and more. I need to see what the fucking the thumbnail looks like, though, for this. Let's take a look first. Dude, look at that, dude. He's using me to clickbait, dude. I feel so good. Twice in one fucking week, boys. Look at that. We've made it. We made it. It's over. We're Philip DeFranco famous now, okay?
You beautiful bastards. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show. Hit that like button if you want me to punch you in the throat and or just to feed those algorithm gods to get these videos in front of more people. And while you do that, I'm just going to jump into it. You know, the first stories and news.
Hey, take that, Ludwig. Ludwig. Don't think I'm good enough to clickbait? Philip DeFranco seems to disagree with you. Ludwig.
That we have to talk about today involves the Met Gala, which I get that it's for charity, but it always is such a weird thing. Like, it always just comes off to me as this look at me, elitist.
More like Elwig.
shittery parade with people dressed up like citizens of Pan Am and the Capitol. But actually, one of the stories that blew up the most regarding the Met Gala involves someone that did not go. Right, with a lot of the focus being on Nicki Minaj, who put out a barrage of tweets and regarding the Met Gala, she wrote, "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now." To which we saw the likes of Hassan Piker responding, "The world awaits your wonderful contribution to the scientific community." And possibly in response to that, just minutes later, we saw Nicki sharing a rather remarkable story, writing, "My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied." Right? We ended up seeing a whole slew of dismissive responses to both this and the previous tweets, including YouTube's own Ethan Klein tweeting, eagerly awaiting Nicki's peer-reviewed study on the various vaccines' efficacy. And, I try to keep my emotions out of stories most of the time, but I want to say something to Ethan Klein and Hassan Piker. You disgusting libtards, you Fauci fuckboys. Leave Nicki Minaj alone. If you actually tried the bare minimum, you did just an inkling of research, you would know that Nicki's trying her best. And I know that it's for charity, but it always is such a way with people dressed up like involves someone in the Pan Am and the Capitol. But actually, one of the stories that blew up, she put out a barrage of tweets and regarding the Met Gala, she wrote, "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now." To which we saw the
Where's the speech bubble?
likes of Hassan.
Hi, chat. I know Hassan can't resist watching something with his face on stream, so hi, come subscribe over to me. This son of a bitch did.
Piker responding to
yes! He's right, though. All right, let's get back to the... He's calling me a libtard.
Fuck boys. Leave Nicki Minaj alone. If you actually tried the bare minimum, you did just an inkling of research, you would know that Nicki's trying her best. And I know this firsthand because Nicki, I, and an elite team of barbs have been working countless hours over the last 6 months trying to figure this shit out, running the numbers, following...
I see Philip DeFranco is afraid to take on the barbs. I see.
The leads, checking the balls. You dismiss her story. You dismiss her truth as probably some guy in Trinidad cheating on his girlfriend, getting an STI, and trying to explain it away. And does that make more sense than Nicki's version of events? Sure. And is that probably what actually happened? Fine. But I don't know how to end this bit. It's so stupid. This is such a weird, stupid story that has resulted in Nicki Minaj misleading and misinforming millions of people. Though, if you were a person that Nicki Minaj's opinion was a thing that knocked you off the fence, I don't know if there's much hope for you. But really, isn't that the most American and patriotic thing that Nicki Minaj could do right now? Using a weird anecdotal story that's gone through several rounds of a game of telephone as equal to or greater.
Dude, this dude in Trinidad is sweating right now, okay? Can you imagine you lie about fucking contracting an STI, your marriage falls apart, and then you, in confidence, tell your fucking best friend, oh yeah, it was COVID, totally. You try to repeat the lie to your best friend, and now it's a matter of national news. It has entered the 24-hour news cycle like a goddamn wrecking ball. Now everyone around the world knows that you fucking absolutely do not have COVID, and you most likely have an STI. That's so sad.
Than scientific research and Googling and texting until you find things that validate how you feel rather than caring about the actual facts and reality of the situation. Oh, it's so stupid. I just had to watch Dr. Fauci on national TV be questioned about this, and his response, I'm paraphrasing, "There's no evidence that COVID vaccines cause reproductive issues, and this is the dumbest bullshit." And also, what's kind of fun with this sort of misinformation is it's not the kind of stuff that gets removed from social media. The Twitter spokesperson telling The Verge that her posts are not in violation of the Twitter rules, which is most likely because Twitter doesn't actually know if some random dude in Trinidad has giant balls, and if he does, how he got them. But yeah, that's that story. You have any?
Edison apologized for lying about sterilization and ivermectin. Wait, what? Are you fucking stupid? I literally have routinely pushed back against ivermectin to sterilization. What? I literally said relying on a singular fucking questionable study about ivermectin actually is sterilizing people is as dumb and as idiotic as all of these other fucking morons who believe that ivermectin works because they saw one study that was pulled back. I said those studies are bullshit. I tweeted about how those studies were bullshit. I think I'm the only Republican that doesn't trust Trump. Why is this guy still having rallies? Baby mode? He orders feeling sad? What? I don't know, guys. Should I listen to two guys with painted nails? Looks like mental illness to me. Yeah, dude. Mental illness is when you're fucking scared of a dude painting his fucking nails. And totally not when you just make up things about a person that you just don't like, even if they've literally said the exact opposite of what you expect of them. What is this? We looked at that already. Okay, Biden. The malarkey man is stumping in California. Jack.
Recall race has become something of a referendum on the Democrats' handling of COVID. It's a big reason that President Biden was out here yesterday stumping for Gavin Newsom, telling the crowd that the eyes of the world are on California and on this race, and warning that the leading Republican opponent, Larry Elder, is a clone of Donald Trump.
This morning, Governor Gavin Newsom getting a final recall vote boost from President Biden.
Mr. President, I'm just honored that you're here.
Newsom harnessing the trappings of an office that his 46 challengers are trying to take from him, hitching a ride on Air Force One to his final campaign stop in Southern California.
The eyes of the nation are on California, because the decision you're about to make isn't going to have a huge impact on California. It's going to reverberate around the nation.
This recall now widely seen as a referendum on the Democrats' handling of COVID. The pushback against Newsom followed the economic fallout from his order for the nation's first COVID lockdown back in March 2020.
We direct a statewide order for people to stay at home.
And when this image went viral in November 2020, it gained unstoppable momentum.
We've obtained this photo of Governor Gavin Newsom dining at the luxurious French Laundry restaurant.
The governor seen violating his own COVID restrictions to attend a birthday dinner in one of the country's most expensive restaurants. And so what started as a grassroots effort for a petition to recall the California governor now has national political implications. A Republican victor could appoint a replacement for 88-year-old Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein and tip the balance of the Senate. On Monday, we met his chief competitor, conservative radio host Larry Elder, who was campaigning in Los Angeles. Elder wants to roll back many of the state's COVID restrictions, telling me his first move in office would be to end mandates for state employees to get vaccinated and wear masks.
It seems you're pushing policies that are already in.
That's right, baby. That's right. Larry Elder, that's who I voted for today. Yep. We're going to win today, boys. It's my goddamn right to murder people, you know what I'm saying? Yeet, yeet, baby. Yeet, yeet. California, more like Calabama, baby. That's right. We need to make sure California resembles one of them good states like Calabama.
Place in Texas and Florida that have helped spike COVID surges there. Is that something that California should want?
Well, everybody in California who wants to get vaccinated can be vaccinated.
And one of the peculiarities of California's recall election laws means
I just turned 18. I got into the right-wing media when I was 12 because of H3 making SJW videos ever since. And I've been watching people like Ben Shapiro. So how long do you think it will take me to undo this by watching you? I first started watching you to see the other side reaction to topics. I mean, I don't know. You don't say like, if you don't say psychotic nonsense in my fucking chat, and you say stuff like radical right-wingers love using the keyword socialists and communists, so we can't just be capitalists who would advocate for the poor and taxing the rich. Like, it seems like you're not a total psycho. So just, you know, you're reforming a little bit.
That in order to keep his job, Gavin Newsom has to get at least 50% of the vote. If he doesn't, it means that an opponent could win with just a small fraction of the electorate. But so far, Democratic voter turnout has been high. Newsom's team is telling me they are feeling pretty confident. George.
And Matt, sign of the times, and maybe a sign of how Republicans think they're bringing back base.
Here's how it works, dude. Okay, you come in here, you're like, yo, fuck this guy. You start watching, you're like, wait a minute, I kind of find myself agreeing with this guy. Never mind. Maybe he's not such a piece of shit in the same way that I saw in all these like fucking clipped out of context fucking essayists that like despise him. And those guys are fucking weirdo neckbeards, and this guy doesn't seem like one. So maybe he's normal, okay? And then you start watching, and then you're like, oh man, I'm fucking doing cussy memes now. Okay, 3 months in, you're like fucking memeing about cussy. You're like dunking on right-wingers. And then somewhere along the line, you go into 9 months, and you're like, I'm actually more... you either go, I'm actually more to the left than this fucking Hassan guy. He's a piece of shit who sold out to the bourgeois interests. He's actually controlled opposition for the Democratic Party, which is also controlled opposition to defend, like, you know, the capitalist class, this imperialist pig dog. I would fucking murder him and take over his mansion in a minute if I could. If only my parents would allow me to travel to California. Okay? Or at 9 months, you're like further brain rotted from the cussy memes, and you're literally just like saying stuff like that just to bait me so you'll get banned. And then you come back, and it's been 11 months or 12 months, and now you're a good chatter, and you're just contributing to the conversation with funny memes and shit like that. That's how it always works. Everybody goes around and, like, you know, think that they're fucking radical, like Vanguard, the third world, Maoist third worldists, okay? Only to fucking watch, like, 3 episodes of Jason Onruhe to come back here and be like, okay, never mind, I was so wrong. This is actually pretty good. I didn't know how good I had it here.
Baseless claims that this election is somehow rigged.
Elections officials say they have seen nothing of the sort, and I did press Larry Elder on that, asking him if he has even...
You are so full of yourself. I'm a Twitch streamer, man. You're watching me. It is literally a narcissistic desire that, you know, started me on this journey, that I think that, like, what I have to say is worthwhile. Yeah, like, you're not... It's funny. It's like, it's the same attitude as, like, people being like, I can't believe AOC is, like, going to the Met Gala. It's like, this is not real politics, or, you know, this is not real activism. Like, what do you think? You arrived at a fucking truth that two people were too afraid of saying? You literally called a fucking Twitch streamer full of themselves, dude. Like, what an incredible, earth-shattering truth you arrived at, chatter. Holy fuck. That's crazy. You really... That was profound. You got anything else?
Even a shred of evidence of any voter fraud, and he completely ducked the question. George.
Matt Gutman, thanks. Hi, everyone. George.
Even Kornacki is back. The Kornacki khakis.
A general election in normal circumstances, sort of state by state, you get to learn where to look. Bellwether counties, bellwether demographic groups, and that sort of thing. For a recall election, and for this one in particular, is there something specific that you're looking at that could be determinative, something that we might have an early idea of when we start to see the...
That's why you cannot be pure. I'm not pure, dude. I'm not.
For example, the exit polls tomorrow in terms of who's actually turning out to vote?
Yeah, we'll get some exit polls tomorrow. And then, you know, I think what's going to happen here, take you through the kind of peculiarities of this. But basically, we're going to get a lot of returns in that 11 p.m. Eastern time, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific to midnight Eastern hour tomorrow night. That may basically tell us the result. If it's real close, it may take days. But if this is anything like the polls are showing, I think really that first hour, that first 90 minutes tomorrow night really could be determinative. I mean, what you're seeing here, I put this up. This is Biden over Trump in California, almost a 30-point margin for Biden last year in the presidential race. Very similar result in 2016 with Hillary Clinton. Very similar result with Gavin Newsom when he got elected in 2018. He won by 25 points. So what you're kind of looking at on this map here is sort of the standard Democratic victory in California. And I think, to me, that's the key with this recall. If the recall is going to have any chance of succeeding, you could talk about one...
Dude, if you think that, like, California needs to rig elections for a Democrat to win, you're a psycho, okay? It's literally the same fucking energy as being like, I can't believe Alabama voted for a Republican again, dude. Since the parties, you know, changed their attitudes. That's crazy. It's just as idiotic as being like, can't believe it, dude. Can't believe it. Alabama goes red again. Must be stolen, brother. It's fucking California, dude. No for Newsom to be removed, but who should I be voting for in case they vote him out? Oh, Hasanabi. Yeah, just write me in. It doesn't matter. Like, it's fucking... I mean, it literally doesn't matter. There's no, like, organized effort as with anyone that could potentially win. I actually voted for you, LMAO. Wait, really? Are you serious? Even I didn't fucking write in Hassan Piker, dude. What the fuck? You guys did? Shut up. You're lying. Wait, I wonder how many fucking... I wonder how many people did that.
Turnout. The big picture thing that has to happen for recall supporters is they need lots of people who voted for Biden in 2020, who voted for Newsom in 2018, who voted for Clinton in 2016, who typically vote Democratic. They need a lot of them to vote for the recall. And so just take a look at this map right here. You see all these, you see some red area, I should say. The red areas you see on the typical map in California tend to be rural, smaller population areas. The big population centers are the blue areas on the state. So, for instance, I think this is one interesting way of looking at it. L.A. County, there's 10 million people in L.A. County right here. That's bigger than New Jersey. This is 25% of all the vote in the state of California is going to come out of L.A. County. And if you just add in Orange County to the south, San Diego.
Don't split the blue vote. What the fuck? Tell me off the top of dome that who you think like the fucking main person is. Kevin Paffraff or whatever, the fucking YouTuber. Really? You're going to fucking vote for that guy as the blue vote? He's one of the leading contenders for the blue vote. Is that really? Are you fucking stupid? You literally might as well write Hasanabi than that.
Diego there, and then the Inland Empire. This is San Bernardino and Riverside. If you just look at this sort of block of votes here, that's more than half the vote statewide is going to come out of this small pocket right here. And again, you see, it's all.
I low-key should have asked people to write me in to see how many fucking votes I would get. It would have been funny. I didn't want to do it because, like, I was a little scared because people would be like, if Gavin Newsom, like, God forbid, fucking lost, they would be like, oh, you fucking asshole, you fucking did this, blah, 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 you're responsible for this, or some dumb shit, you know? So I was like, I said don't do it, and now I feel bad about it.
Blue right now. So the challenge for recall supporters, just for instance, if you take Orange County here, you know, Biden won Orange County by 9 points over Trump. Trump got 44 points here. If the recall is going to succeed tomorrow, and you're looking at a place like Orange County tomorrow night, the number for the recall has got to be like at least 60%. It's got to be getting in a county like Orange 60% support. And you could just look at that. If Biden won at 53-44 over Trump, to get to 60%, a lot of people who voted for Biden, a lot of Democratic voters have got to support this thing. So that's the big challenge recall supporters have. They're trying to do this in one of the bluest states in the country.
It'd be so fucking funny if the number of votes for you is so significant your name gets reported in the results. It'll never happen. It would be tight, though. I hope not.